The following is a Dowling Catholic sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio. Coverage of Dowling Catholic High School basketball is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Construction Professionals, Dental Associates, Kemen, Mercy One, and Tamia & Sons. Thank you for supporting Dowling Catholic basketball on Iowa Catholic Radio. 1150 AM, 88.5 FM, 94.5 FM, streaming at iowacatholicradio.com and on the Iowa Catholic Radio app.
And good evening and welcome to the Dowling Catholic High School Gymnasium as we get set for high school girls and boys basketball tonight here on Iowa Catholic Radio. It's the Dowling Catholic Maroons hosting the Mason City Mohawks in a girls and boys doubleheader. The girls game will be getting underway here in about 15 minutes as the boys sophomore game just got over with. Congratulations to Pat Hinkinney. It's the Dowling sophomore boys, a 75-31 win. And their season remains undefeated. I think they're around 16 or 17-0, somewhere in there, as we bring in Steve DeVinny, my broadcast partner for Game 1. And, Steve, welcome. And another non-division night in the CIML. It's Mason City girls and the Dowling girls in Game 1. Both teams know their way to the state tournament and in different classes. And we should have a good one here in non-division play.
Yeah, Mason City has a rich tradition now going back the last 10 years or so. Mm-hmm. A lot of Division I players out of the program, and Class 4A, as you mentioned, they went down from 5A to 4A maybe 5-6 years ago. But I guess maybe the most recent players that have gone on out of that program to play are current Iowa Hawkeye starter Mackenzie Meyer as a senior, grew up in Mason City, and her younger sister's on the squad
Megan,
too, right?
Yeah, Megan's on the squad. Not getting a whole lot of playing time right now, but soon to be joined by a Dowling, a graduate, and I think a lot of coaches would love to make sure that Caitlin Clark does graduate.
Yeah.
But she'll be joining the Meyer sisters over in Iowa City and playing for Lisa Bluter. So you're exactly right, Steve.
Yeah. Good. Should be a good ball game tonight. I'm not sure what Mason City has this year in terms of their record. They're top 10 in Class 4A, are they not?
They're ranked 12th in Class 4A. The regionals will be coming out, I believe, 1 week from tomorrow, as they're going to wait up until the last moment. Try to get the records and everything. Try to let the girls and teams play as long as they can before they start seeding them.
Yep.
I love how the girls' union does that. The boys already have their sub-state brackets already established. The coaches will seed those brackets here in a few weeks on a Wednesday night. But, Mason City comes in. The record's 9-8. They're 3-5. And keep in mind, they're in the Iowa Conference, which means they play Valley, Waukee, and Southeast Polk. All three of those teams are ranked, along with Fort Dodge and Marshtown in their division twice. So, record's kind of deceiving, but they're kind of like the Cedar Rapids Xavier of Central Iowa. Xavier plays in that tough 5A conference in girls basketball in Mississippi River, but yet they drop down and play a 4A postseason. So it's kind of like that. I would call Kurt Clausen, the longtime coach at Mason City, the Tom Lilly of Central Iowa now. As Coach Lilly in his cowboy boots coached that Cedar Rapids Xavier team.
Sure, yeah. So. Lilly's famous or infamous for a lot of reasons.
Yes, he is. I love the guy. Love his wardrobe.
Yeah.
He and Charles Anders, probably the two best coaches I've ever seen on a sideline in high school basketball. So God bless them. But, we got high school basketball tonight. The boys' game. Both the Dowling boys last week losing, as we both saw, to Ankeny Centennial. But they get on the bus Saturday morning, just like the Dowling girls. They head to Cedar Rapids, and they knock off 9th-ranked Dubuque Hempstead in a thrilling game. Unfortunately for Dowling, they lost their point guard, Matt Stillwell, out with his ankle. And I just talked with Del Lark. He's going through 3 treatments a day as Matt. Of course, remember, he's a football player, so, he never had an injury this severe. But it's been tough. But he thinks he'll be ready for senior night for Dowling, which will be this Friday. So Matt will sit out tonight, and he will play hopefully on Friday for senior night, Steve.
Yeah. No, it'd be interesting to see how who else steps up and who has to make the contribution, who ends up handling the ball a little bit more. So good challenge for the boys tonight, but hopefully Matt gets back on Friday. He's kind of the heart and soul of the boys' team, and
certainly is.
Need him back here as we get ready for the playoff run.
Again, you're listening to the pregame show here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Tonight it's Dowling hosting Mason City in a girls and boys basketball doubleheader. As we mentioned, Mason City coming in ranked 12th in Class 4A with a 9-8 overall record. They're 3-5 in the Central, or the Iowa Conference of the CIML. Dowling Catholic girls, they went 1-1 last weekend as they defeated Ankeny Centennial on Friday night, 56-49 in Ankeny, and then losing to the number one team in the state, City High of Iowa City, by the score of 75-73. Maroons had a chance to tie or win it at the buzzer, but they only had 3 seconds to respond after City High went ahead with 3 seconds left. Sounds like a thrilling game, and from what I've read and what I've heard, a great environment over at City High last Saturday.
Yeah, just a classic matchup between 1 and 2, and a lot of parity on the girls' side as well as the boys. So as we get going here closer to postseason, lots of things could happen, and there's lots of teams that are capable of making a run too.
Well, it's good to see you back. I don't know if you knew this or not, but the guy that sat there last Friday night, Jimmy Cataldo, the Dowling boys, sophomore football coach, he sat in. Of course, his daughter Mia went through the program with not only Bob and Sharon, but also with Coach Meyer. So he sat in, and his one downfall, he had like 3 pages of notes. I said, well, Deviney only comes with a Gatorade and popcorn.
I love it.
And he brought 3 pages of notes, and we only got to maybe a half of the first page. So kind of slighted there, Steve.
Well, we need to make sure Jimmy knows it's not all about Jimmy. It's about the kids. We've got Jimmy's son Dante in our 8th grade program this year, and wonderful family, as you know. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, just while you were out of town.
I thought Jimmy might be trying to pencil up a few offensive plays for his sophomore football team.
I didn't look at his notes. He said he had 3 pages. The last 2 might have been plays. And I said, hey, Coach Deviney comes in with hot dog, popcorn, and a Gatorade. That's all you need. And he's bringing notes. We don't get that too often.
He's a football coach trying to do basketball.
Well, he's
not sure if we should punt or go for it here.
Those guys don't know what to do when the season's over with football. They really don't.
That's wonderful.
Well, as we mentioned, Dowling girls now have won 9 of their last 11 games, as they had their 9-game winning streak snapped on Saturday to City High of Iowa City in the loss. But next stretch of games, as we mentioned, this coming Friday night, Urbandale comes to Dowling. It'll be senior night for both the Dowling boys and girls basketball teams and their cheerleaders and all the support staff, and that'll be done between games. So they'll have the girls game, then they'll have the senior introductions between games.
That'll be fun. Always is.
And then the Dowling girls will have a week off, and they finish their regular season, Steve, traveling to number 12 Ames in a girls and boys doubleheader on Valentine's Day night, February 14th. That'll end the regular season for the Dowling girls, and by then they'll know their 5A regional game. I can almost bet you they're not going to have a first-round game on that first night, Wednesday, February 19th, but they will play on Saturday, February 22nd, and more than likely be a number 1 seed, and more than likely be home for that 7 o'clock tip-off. So that's kind of the Dowling girls' schedule going into the postseason, Steve.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that they'll have a first-round bye and get to sit back and watch the winner of a first-round game. They'll host a second-round game, and then it'll be a sub-state final from there if all goes as planned.
That is correct. And now for Mason City, they travel this Saturday to Marshalltown. They've got a big Christmas concert at their gym on Friday, so they do not play Friday. They move that game from Friday to Saturday. So Coach Clossy said, I'll be at the Christmas concert. It's a big thing in Mason City.
Good.
They go with the junior college auditorium or gym than where they have that at. So Mason City girls and boys finish at Marshalltown this Saturday. Then next week, the Mason City girls home against Centennial 1 week from tonight on February 11th. And they end their season against Fort Dodge. So this is the 7th trip to the greater Des Moines area for Mason City girls and boys. Imagine making that 2-hour trip. And they saved a half hour by going to Ames on one of those nights, Steve. Those are just long bus trips.
Yeah. I grew up in Marshalltown. That was our high school conference back in the day, the old Big 8. And Mason City, Fort Dodge, they're just, unfortunately for them, they're just not located very close proximity to any of the schools they have to play. So pick your poison if you want to go into the Waterloos or if you want to come this way. But it's just something that they've had to get used to over the years, and is part of their routine.
All right, we're going to take a break here on the pregame show. We are at the Dowling Gym tonight here in Iowa Catholic Radio. Mark Amadale, Steve Deviney, as we'll bring you Game 1, the girls' game. It'll tip off right at 6:15 after Denny O'Grady gets through with the introductions of both teams. And we'll come back. We'll talk about Mason City and Dowling a little bit more on our pregame show. We'll have starting lineups coming up here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Dowling Catholic Sports 365 is provided in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic with 2 licensed optometrists, Barbara Sheets, a Dowling Catholic graduate, and Dr. Todd Pedig. The Ashworth Vision Clinic team provides complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and pre- and post-operative care. Ashworth Vision Clinic is located at Ashworth and 60th Street in West Des Moines. 515-440-4610. Online at ashworthvision.com.
The Catholic Tuition Organization provides the best tax savings over any other charitable giving in the state. 65% of your contribution directly reduces your Iowa income tax liability. Plus, there are still federal deductibility options to further save on taxes. Find details online, ctoiowa.org. All this for the kids and their future.
And welcome back to the Dowling Catholic High School Gymnasium alongside Steve DeVinny, Mark Amadale, as we get set for Dowling and Mason City tonight here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Steve, hard to believe this is game number 19 for the Dowling girls with 2 regular season games left. Again, as we mentioned, this Friday night, Maroons will be home against Urbandale, and that'll be a senior night for the Dowling basketball teams. And then the following week, the girls get a week off. Following week, they travel to Ames. Hard to believe we're this deep into the season.
Yeah, if you're the seniors especially, and this is your last little ride as a high school player, hopefully it hasn't gone quite as quickly for them as it has for us, because you blink and then it's over, right?
That's exactly
senior
right.
night coming up Friday.
That's exactly right. And this Dowling team will have 6 seniors that will be recognized before the game. Caitlin Clark, Brianna Rodriguez, Meg Simplot, Grace Gaber, Aaron Kleppe, and Nai Tong. I'm happy to say 5 of those 6 seniors have been on our post-game show or on halftime of the boys' game. We've interviewed them all. They have been a delight all year, and we look forward to interviewing the last one, which happens to be Grace Gaber. We haven't had her on this year. We try to get all the seniors on along with the rest of the team, so we look forward to that. And what a year they have. And, Steve, it's all in their hands now. When you go to postseason, they have 2 regional games. More than likely they will get a bye in the first round, and then you have hopefully 3 games at state. So hopefully you have 5 games after your senior night that you can play.
That sure is the hope and the dream for these kids, but it's been a nice senior class this year. These kids have played extremely hard. When you see the body language and the mannerisms and so forth, it's a close group. They get along well, and so we wish nothing but the best for those guys as we go down the stretch here.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at the games tonight here in the Central Iowa Metro League, as all these are girl-boy doubleheaders. I think we should mention Ottumwa girls and boys have a bye tonight, along with the Valley Tigers. The Valley Tiger boys have the night off. They just crept into the top 10. They're number 10 this week on the AP poll. But other games tonight has Southeast Polk at Urbandale. That girls matchup has number 2 Southeast Polk at number 9 Urbandale. That should be a pretty good matchup over at the Urbandale gym. It'll be their senior night tonight for Urbandale. Roosevelt is at 12th ranked Ames. These are all girls and boys doubleheaders. Marshalltown at Ankeny. Lincoln is on the road at Johnson. The Johnson girls rank 4th. Hoover is at Waukee, and the Waukee girls rank 5th. North is at Fort Dodge, and the East High Scarlets travel up to number 13 Ankeny Centennial in a coaches versus cancer game at Centennial High School. And then there's a girls-only game. This is a top 10 matchup, a top 15 matchup. Number 7 out of Class 4A, Lewis Central Council Bluffs at number 11 in a girls' game at 7 o'clock tonight at the Valley Gym. So that's a look at the schedule as we start winding down. And hopefully everybody's got all their makeup games in after we've had 2 weather, maybe 3 weather occurrences. And Dowling's got all theirs in, and so does Mason City. I talked with their coach, Coach Clausen, and Coach Trask, the boys' coach, and they got all their games made up, and that's very important.
Well, that's key. You know, we've had a little bit of bad weather, but it hasn't been straight for 2 or 3 weeks of bad weather, so people have been able to make up games on some off nights or on the weekends. But, it's getting late here, so let's hope that weather stays good and we can get the rest of the schedule in and a smooth postseason.
I told Mike Swaim on Friday night, I said, well, the extended forecast did not look good for tonight, and that snow got as far as southern Iowa, and that's where it's supposed to stop.
Thank goodness, yeah.
Because if it came from the north, Mesa City's not coming down, and why would they? Why would you spend 4 hours in a bus, plus their parents and their fans that travel down? So
it's just too dangerous.
Got this in a nick of time.
Yep.
Let's take a look at our rankings going into tonight's game in the Class 5A girls. Iowa City High is ranked number 1, followed by Dowling Catholic at 2. Cedar Rapids Prairie is 3, Johnston's 4th, and Waukee 5th. 6 through 10 has Southeast Polk, Cedar Falls, Waterloo West, and Urbandale at number 9. Davenport North is 10. Valley Tigers have crept up to number 11 this week. Ames is 12th, Centennial is 13th, Council Bluffs Abe Lincoln is 14th, and Sioux City East is number 15. Bettendorf has dropped out of the top 15 in Class 5A girls basketball. The Mesa City Mohawk girls, they are ranked number 12 in Class 4A. North Scott leads Class 4A, and area teams, 5th ranked is Ballard of Huxley, and Gilbert is at number 8, Grinnell is 11th, and Mesa City at number 12, Bondurant Farrar at number 14. So that takes a look at the rankings for tonight. And let's take a look at our starting lineups. First of all, for the Mohawks from Mason City, not a very tall team. They will start 5 guards, including their point guard, number 10, Jada Williams. Williams is a 5'8 sophomore, averaging 9 points, leads the team with 4 assists and 33 steals. The second guard is Anna Dietz, their leading scorer. Dietz wears number 14, a 5'9 senior, averaging 20.5 points, 5.5 rebounds, which is team high. 52 made three-pointers, a team high. And she just scored her 1,000th point here last week when she played at Southeast Polk. She's headed to Western Illinois, and she leads the team. You'll love this, Coach, in charges taken. So she is a defensive prowess for Mesa City.
Talk about well-rounded. But 1,000 points for a high school career is quite a nice achievement.
Especially when you have the Meyer girls ahead of you.
Yeah.
Those freshman and sophomore years.
That's right.
Sammy Miller is the other guard, a 5'2 senior, and she'll wear number 24. And the last senior is Jada Whitner, second leading scorer, averaging 10.5 points, 37 made three. She wears number 30, and she's a 5'4 senior. So again, for Mason City, it's Jada Williams, Anna Dietz, Allie Rude, along with Sammy Miller and Jada Whitner. The head coach is Kurt Clausen in his 13th year, 183 wins, 123 losses. Overall, his 25th year of coaching, and he is assisted by Tom Kirby, Katie Trask, and Brittany Rowe. Now for Dowling Catholic, the Maroons come in with a record of 15-3. They're 7-1 in Central Conference play and ranked number 2 by the Girls Union and number 3 by the Des Moines Register. They'll start at one guard, Ella McVeigh, a 5'6 junior. She'll wear number 1. The other guard is Caitlin Clark, team leader in about 6 different categories. Clark averaging 34 points, 8.5 rebounds, 4 assists. Leads the team with 82% free throw shootage, and she'll wear number 11. The other guard is Emma Gipple, a 5'10 sophomore, averaging 5 points, just under 5 rebounds. And Grace Gaber and Nai Tong round out the starters. We'll take a break and come back with starting the tip-off between Dowling and Mason City here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
President of Dowling Catholic High School, and welcome to another season of exciting Dowling High School basketball. We are proud to be partners with Iowa Catholic Radio, not only broadcasting basketball, but also being partners in preparing Christ-centered leaders for life. Go Maroons!
Hello, my name is Father Ryan Andrew, and I'm the chaplain at Dowling Catholic High School. Let us pray for the coaches, players, and trainers tonight for this athletic competition. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for all your gifts. We ask you to bless all those involved in this athletic competition tonight. We ask that you keep them safe and that they all show good sportsmanship. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. All holy men and women, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
The home and away voice of Dowling Catholic Sports and Activities, Iowa Catholic Radio. KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
alongside Steve Devaney, Mark Amadale, as we get set for high school girls and boys basketball tonight. Game one is the girls' game between Dowling and Mesa City. The Mesa City Mohawks, who come into this contest with a record of 9-8 overall. They're 3-5 in Iowa Conference play, taking on Dowling Catholic. The second-ranked Maroons are 15-3 overall, and they're 7-1 in Central Conference play. And yes, that is correct. This is a CIML crossover game, so they both play out of their division. And this is the last non-division game for Dowling girls, as they'll finish out conference play this Friday night at home against Urbandale. That'll be senior night for Dowling, and then the following Friday they travel to Ames. So, Steve Devaney, your thoughts about this contest? The Maroons come in. They had their 9-game winning streak snapped in their last game, which was a loss to number one City High on Saturday, 75-73. And Maroons trying to start another winning streak right into the postseason.
Time to start a new streak, as you mentioned in the pregame with the lineups. Mason City severely undersized. They're going to start off here. Dowling got the tip, and they're going to start off in a 2-3 zone.
And now a shot no good by Gipple. The ball's out of bounds. Naitong got the offensive board, but poked out of bounds. And it's unusual here because Jada Williams is Mason City's point guard, but she also jumped while all four of her teammates were back in the defensive end. They conceded the jump, basically.
You don't see that very often, Mark.
Well, the Maroons with the inbounds play. A shot no good by Gaber. Her putback up no good, blocked out of bounds by Jada Whitner. For Mason City, it's Jada Williams, Anna Dietz, Allie Roots, Sammy Miller, and Jada Whitner, who knocked the ball out of bounds there to be Dowling basketball. They're starting five. The Mohawks come in, averaging just under 58 points on offense. They give up just over 58 points on defense. And for Dowling, the Maroons average 72.5 points on offense. They give up 52 points on defense. And now a shot up and good by Caitlin Clark finally got up the fall. I think Dowling had about 3 or 4 looks at the basket and finally got Clark's shot to fall. She hit it just inside the three-point line, top of the key. It's 2-0 Maroons.
She got inside that inside the zone, in the middle of the zone. They found her, and she hit the turnaround jumper.
A long three by Sammy Miller of Mason City, is no good. Rebound comes out to Dowling. Here's Clark with it, and her shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Ames, and Sammy Miller grabs the rebound. Yes, Mason City at 5'8", 5'9", 5'7", 5'2", and 5'4". And now a turnover there, and now Clark with it. Caitlin in the lane. Her shot off the glass too strong. Naitong with the rebound. Kicks it out to Gaber. Grace for three. Up and off the back iron. No good. Fight for the rebound. Clark saves it, but she was on the baseline when she did. Out of bounds to Mason City. And Dowling with a 2-0 lead here early.
A little bit of sloppy play, I guess, by the Maroons so far, but the zone defense, it might take a little bit of an adjustment by the Maroons to figure that out.
Mason City has a couple streaks. They've won 4 of the last 7 games, but they've lost 2 of their last 3. But it's shooting like that'll keep them in it. Anna Dietz for 3, and it's good. Her 53rd 3 of the year. As she scores, it gives Mason City a 1-point lead over Dowling.
Nice stroke. You can see that she's a good outside perimeter shooter. She's got a very good shot for him.
Mason City stays in that 2-3 zone. Clark with it. Caitlin. Her and McVeigh on the baseline. Now Clark will launch a 3. It's good. Caitlin Clark with a Tumia and Sons three-pointer to start it off. We want to thank them. 1501 Southeast 1st Street. Hey, call for takeout tonight. 515-282-7976 or TumiaandSons.net. You can order online. Mason City with the basketball, trailing by 2. 5:45 remaining first quarter. Now the reverse pass stolen away by Gipple. Gets it back to Clark. She'll launch the 3. It's up. Good. Right in transition, and she had Anna Dietz right there with her, but Caitlin, another Tumia and Son three-pointer.
Golden State Warrior type fast break.
Now
why would you take the layup when you can shoot the 3?
And I should have mentioned this in the pregame, but I didn't. We are a year to almost the day, Steve, where Caitlin lit up Mason City, and Mason City for 60 points came within 1 point of a state record.
It's incredible.
So keep that in mind as we move forward tonight. Dowling with the ball. A shot by Mason City, no good. Clark has it. And a charging foul called on Naitong. Great job by Anna Dietz, who leads the state in drawing the charge, and there's another one to add to her total.
Boy, that was well done by her. And Naitong was trying to be aggressive and off the offensive board, and she definitely forced contact.
8-3, Dowling with the 5-point lead. Now a long 3, up and good. Jada Williams for Mason City shoots and scores on the left wing, 3-point. And Jada with her sixth three of the year, and all Mason City points tonight from the three-point line, Steve, 8-6 Dowling.
Yeah, I would guess they're going to have trouble scoring from inside the paint against the taller Maroon team. But
got to think somebody's going to take it to the hole a time or two just to challenge Dowling. Here's Nai Tong, right block, turns her shot blocked from behind. They're going to get a foul call from behind, and this will be on Jada. There's two Jadas in the starting lineup. This will be Jada Whitner, and Whitner will be her first foul, and the first foul of the ball game for Mason City. Nai Tong has the Dowling foul, and free throws coming for Nai, who's really improved her free throw percentage. Who's down in the early 30s to start the season. She hits that one, and she's nearing 50% right now and makes the first. Ashworth Vision Clinic, construction professionals, dental associates, and chemists, some of our supporters here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Second free throw good. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Nye. She's got 2 points.
Good for Nye.
The Dowling lead is 4. 10-6 with 4.5 minutes remaining first quarter. Bay City with the basketball. Right elbow is Allie Rude. Now gets it out to Sammy Miller. Won't shoot the three. She's guarded by Nai Tong. Now long three coming up and good, and that is Jada Whitner with her first three. So Whitner, Dietz, and Williams all hit threes, and it's 10-9 Dowling by 1. And the other way we go. Dowling with the ball in the corner. Here's Gipple for three. Good! By Dowling's Emma Gipple, and she has her first three of the night. Maroons by 4, 13-9, under 4 minutes remaining first quarter.
As we've talked about before with Gip, much improved from perimeter shooting.
There's a first dribble drive by Ames of the night. Jada Williams, the point guard, takes it in. Her shot partially blocked, rebounded by the Maroons. Clark has it. Step back three right in front of Coach Clausen, no good. Weak side rebound, Gipple.
Well
right
defended
block
there by Mason City.
Yeah, right block. Now back to McVeigh. Good. Ella coming off an 0 for 6 afternoon in City High of Iowa City. Hits another to me and Sons three-pointer for Dowling.
It's contagious.
Long three, up and good. This one is by Anna Dietz. Her second of the night for Mason City. She's got 6 points, and it's 16-12, and it's raining threes just like DeVinny did. Oh, by the way, they didn't have the three back then.
No, they didn't.
Gipple for three. It's off the mark, no good from the left corner. Rebound Mason City, and Jada Whitner. Now Mason City in transition. Long three, up and good. Oh, it's a shootout here at the Dowling gym. Dietz for three. She's got 9. And Mason City now trails by 1, 16-15, with under 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter, Steve.
Yeah, looks like the Maroons are going to have to try to run these kids off that three-point line.
And here's Clark in the lane. Her shot up and good. The basket will count, and the foul on Mason City. And the whistle to foul on Jada Williams, her first. And wholesale substitutions for Dowling. They'll send 4 in, and they'll take 4 out. Clark will stay because she's got a free throw coming. Caitlin on the night with 10 points.
Looks like maybe the Maroon who's going to stay is Grace Gaber. From that starting lineup, you've got Simplot and Brianna Rodriguez, Lexi Bowles, and
now Clark will take a seat on the
Julia
bench.
Moore just came in.
So Clark hits the free throw. She's got 11 points. She'll have a seat. 19-15, Dowling by 4. Bay City remains the same, although they did take Dietz out. And they replaced her with Emma Hollander, number 22, a 5'9 junior. Hollander in there for Mason City. Hollander with the basketball, dribbles left. Now leaves it for Dietz for three. It's no good. And rebound goes out of bounds to be Dowling basketball. I said Dietz was out. I was wrong, obviously. It was Sammy Miller who came out. 5'2 senior for Mason City. 2:20 remaining. Dowling by 4.
Little half-court trap here by the Mason City Mohawks now. 1-3-1.
Gaber dribble in the front court. Gets to Rodriguez. Yeah, they changed it based on Dowling's personnel.
Yep, it's caused a few problems.
Gaber for a corner three. Up and good. This time from the right corner. Grace Gaber with her first To-Me and Sons three-pointer of the night. And for Dowling, that is their 5th here in the first quarter. Mason City also has 5 threes. Dowling by 7. In the lane, it's Whitner. She drives. Her shot knocked out of bounds, and the Maroons on the rebound lose it out of bounds as Simplot couldn't hold on to it.
Excellent passing lane defense there by Rodriguez for the Maroons. Sammy Miller back in. Looks like they're going to go with a 6-person rotation here, at least early on.
And they'll take out Jada Whitner.
Short bench.
So now Dowling Mason City inbounds the ball. They get it to their point guard, Williams. Out to Dietz. She gets in the lane. Wanted to shoot, wanted to stop, and got the pass off to Miller in the corner. Now they're swinging to the right side. Right corner, Rude. Top the key, it's Williams. Jada dribbles to her right. Good defense by Rodriguez. Bad pass, stolen away by Dowling. Tipped away and stolen by Simplot, and she draws the foul.
Nice play there by Meg. In the passing lane, like you said.
Simplot with her 19th steal of the year. And it'll be out of bounds as the foul.
Sammy Miller right there, Mark.
Picks up her first foul.
Looks like the third team foul for the Mohawks.
So Dowling went down underneath their own basket. Off the right block. Gaber has it right wing. Backs in the lane. Left-handed hook shot, no good. Tip, no good. Rebound, Mason City and Emma Hollander. Mohawks dribble in the front court. This is Jada Williams, the point guard / young lady who jumped ball against Naitong. Very small team.
Does it all.
Absolutely. Long three coming. Off the mark, no good by Allie Rude, left wing. One of her few misses. Rebound goes out of bounds. Trying to save it with Sammy Miller. It'll be Dowling basketball. I want to mention our officials tonight. We got a father-son duo here. We have Tom George and his son Ryan.
Okay.
Ryan, and then Jared Kramer. I want to thank them for being here, and thanks to all the officials and what they do all season long. 3 seconds called on Dowling. Bowles got caught right off the right block and turnover against the Maroons. So I appreciate all the officials, their work, whether we win, lose, or draw.
Yep.
Can't have a game without them. You were one.
Thankless job, Mark.
I'm still one.
Yep.
We got to have them. Trying to talk Clark to officiating intramurals next year at Iowa, and that's kind of went south.
No, I don't. That's probably her plate might be a little bit full with academics and hoops.
I said, you're not coaching the St. Francis youth team next year because you're going to Iowa. You know, might want to pick up some intramural change.
I love it.
Tried, Steve. Try to recruit officials. As May City with the basketball, they get it in the
Rodriguez knocked it loose, but looks like it'll be retained by Mason City.
They'll throw it in right in front, and they almost knocked it to you.
Yeah.
The basketball almost came up to you. You better protect that popcorn, Steve.
Yep.
Rodriguez had a pretty good. She drilled it pretty good. Now Clark's going to defend her, so keep an eye on this. Clark's get the steal. She did deflect the inbounds pass from Rude. Takes it all the way down, left-handed layup, good. Caitlin Clark with her 13th point on a steal and basket. Caitlin, team leader in steals. That's her 49th. 24-15, Dowling by 9. This is the Maroons' largest lead. 20 seconds remaining here in the first quarter, and now Maroons guilty of a foul. And they'll get Rodriguez.
Nope, Julia. Oh, I'm sorry.
Brianna Rodriguez.
Oh, my goodness.
That's her first.
I don't even think she was near the play.
They City inbounds the ball. Rude will throw it in, and she'll get it right back, I'm sure. Nope, she didn't. They get it into Dietz. In the lane, shovel shot to left hand, no good. And the rebound out of there to Clark. Caitlin splits the defenders, layup good. Just like a tailback going off tackle. Caitlin all the way down and scores. She's got 15.
Weaving in and out, wasn't she?
Oh, my goodness. 26-15, Dowling by 11, and a shot at the horn, and they're going to wave it off. No good. Travel before the shot by Mason City on the shot by Sammy Miller. It went in, but they disallow it due to the travel. So we've come to the end of the first quarter of play. Here at the Dowling Gym, the score, Dowling 26, Mason City 15, along with Steve DeVinny. Mark Amadeo here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Thank you, construction professionals, for underwriting our show, Man Up, heard Mondays at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Construction professionals have been long supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio, and we've seen their work. It's beautiful.
They do remodeling or new construction that is innovative, functional, and designing what you want. It's a family business built on a strong foundation to create a new or remodeled home that is uniquely yours.
CPCustomHomes.com. From our family to yours, God bless. Thank you, construction professionals.
Thank you, Dental Associates, for underwriting Dowling Catholic Sports 365. With over 40 years' experience, Dental Associates is a group dental practice with the mission of promoting optimum health and well-being to all patients, providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry for the entire family. Message underwritten by Dr. Kenton Gleichman, Dr. Steve Karbaka, Dr. Christine Mulcahy, and Dr. Ben Nagel. Dental Associates, addressing your smile, needs, and dreams. Online at DesMoines-DentalAssociates.com.
And welcome back to the Dowling Gym tonight. Girls and boys doubleheader here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Dowling girls leading 26-15 at the end of the first quarter. Mason City with the basketball to start the second quarter. Mohawks in their road black uniforms, white numbers, and red trim. Here's a corner three, no good by Sammy Miller from the left side. Rebound Dowling. Clark dribbles in the front court. Swings in the corner to Gaber, now to Gipple. Over in the corner to McVeigh as Mason City stays in that 2-3 zone, Steve.
Maroons seem to be moving the ball a little bit better here to start the second quarter.
Post up Clark in the left block, and her turnaround shot in the lane good. Caitlin Clark with her 17th point.
Little half hook there, wasn't it?
Baby hook. I'll buy that. 28-15, Dowling by 13. This is the Maroons' largest lead of the night. Mason City with the basketball. A shot no good by Whitner, and a rebound Dowling and Clark. Down court, the pass goes to Gipple, but it's tipped out of bounds. Good hustle that time by Jada Williams of Mason City. She knocked it out of bounds. Dowling in the first quarter was 3 for 3 at the free throw line. And Mason City yet to attempt a free throw here in the contest. Now a long three by Clark, top of the key, no good. Rebound, long rebound comes out to Sammy Miller and the Mohawks. And now they get in the lane, and Jada Williams put the shot good. Nice job in the lane by Jada Williams, her first 2 points, Steve.
Little circus shot there.
The other way we go. Clark with the shot. It's no good from the left side on the block. Weak side rebound, Nai Tong. And boy, she's just a magnet. Tong in the lane. They lob it into Clark on the baseline, and she finds a seamer shot up and good. She went right around Anna Dietz. Basket is good, and a foul on Dietz.
Looks like it.
On Dietz, that'll be her first. She is Mason City's leading scorer. And 15th point, we've got a timeout on the floor before the free throw. With 6:37 remaining, second quarter. It's Dowling 30 and Mason City 17 here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Our thanks to Mercy One, R&R Realty Group, the Catholic Tuition Organization, and Two Rivers Glass and Door. Mark Hemedale, Steve Devaney. And Coach, Maroons trying to pull away. We've seen a couple different groups going there for Dowling. That second group that went in there midway through the first quarter did a pretty good job, but the Maroons have worked, have been out right now to a 13-point lead. This is their largest of the night.
Maroons have done a better job versus that zone defense here recently of getting in the middle of that. Naitong caught it in the middle a couple times and reversed the ball to the other side. That time Caitlin did the same thing.
And Clark's free throw is good. Caitlin with 20 points.
Converted the traditional three-point play.
And it's 31-17, Dowling with the lead, and Mason City with the basketball. With it is Jada Whitner in the front court. Gets it out to Dietz. Long three is blocked. Blocked by Clark. Rebounded by Gipple. Back to Clark, right side. Dribbles in the over the right block and around Dietz. Her shot no good, and the rebound comes out to Mason City. Jada Williams with it.
Good move in traffic. Just couldn't quite get her to roll in.
Here's Whitner for three, right corner. It's no good by Mason City as they try to get it down quickly and get a shot off. Rebound Dowling. Now here's Clark. Dribbles around the right side. Her shot up and good. She went around two people, including Sammy Miller, and scores.
Yeah, Mason City has cooled off a little bit, Mark, from the perimeter since that hot start. And it's allowed the Maroons to pull away a little bit.
Now bad pass that time. Allie Rude couldn't handle it in the left corner. Goes out of bounds to Dowling. Caitlin Clark now with 22 points. And again, as I mentioned earlier, Caitlin 1 year to almost the day of her 60-point performance at Mason City in a game that my good friend Tim Fleming from KGLO Radio called and had a lot of requests for the tape.
Yeah.
We didn't make the trip to Mason City that Monday night as it was. I think it was a makeup game. And so keep that in mind. Now backdoor cut. Naitong with the pass to Caitlin Clark from the left side. And the backdoor cut is good, and Clark now with 24 points.
Nice play by the Maroons.
Nice pass by Naitong.
Good
left
pass.
Elbow to left block. Clark did a nice V cut to the basket.
Great execution, Mark, by the Maroons for the easy basket.
Maroons lead now increases to 18 here in the first half. Mason City with the inbounds pass. It's stolen away by Naitong. Hands it off to Clark, underneath to Gipple with the pass, and poked out of bounds by Mason City. Good hustle by Sammy Miller, ran that down.
Yeah, good 3-on-2 break by the Maroons, and Miller was able to get her hand in there and knock it out of bounds. Maroons will retain possession.
Dowling inbounds the ball underneath their own basket. Here's McVeigh with it. Set the Dowling lineup. It's McVeigh, Clark, Gipple, Naitong, and Grace Gaber. The starting five is in there. Here's Tong at the free throw line. Over in the corner, right corner for McVeigh for three, and it's good. Well, she was 0 for 6 Saturday. She's 2 for 2 tonight from threes. 3-point range. Ella McVeigh, right corner three, and she's got 6 points.
Good to see her confidence back a little bit tonight here on the home floor.
That's another Tamia and Sons three-pointer. 15:01 Southeast First Street is Tamia and Sons, and now a dribble drive in the lane. Dietz's pass stolen away by Dowling. Here's Clark with it. Caitlin, skip pass over to Gaber. She'll launch the three. It's up and good. Rolls around the rim and falls through. And Grace Gaber, another Toomey and Sons three-pointer. Her 6th point, and we've got a timeout on the floor. This will be a full timeout. 4 minutes, 39 seconds left in the first half, and Dowling now exploding to a 41-17 lead over Mesa City. Here in Game 1, the girls' game here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio's broadcast of Dowling Catholic sports and activities is provided by Chemin, a global ingredient manufacturer using science to transform the quality of life for 80% of the world. Chemin is on the leading edge of molecular science, manufacturing more than 500 specialty ingredients for the human and animal health and nutrition, pet food, aquaculture, nutraceutical, food technologies, crop technologies, and textile industries. Chemin strives to sustainably transform the quality of life every day for 80% of the world with their products and services. Chemin, using science to transform the world. Online at chemin.com.
Thank you to Mercy One for their support of Iowa Catholic Radio. From the cardiovascular experts of the Iowa Heart Center to the pediatric services of Mercy Children's Hospital and Clinics, Mercy provides complete care for Central Iowa's adults and children with more than 50 primary care and specialty clinics in the Des Moines area. Find a convenient Mercy One location near you. Online at mercydesmoines.org.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym out of the Mesa City timeout. They have 3 now left, 4:20 remaining here in the second quarter. Dowling 41, Mesa City 17. A running jumper in the lane is no good by the Mohawks. And that was Anna Dietz. Dowling with the rebound, the other way we go. Maroons in the offensive end. Brianna Rodriguez now in there. Also in there for Dowling, Meg Simplot. Now a corner three by Moore is good. Julia Moore with a three-pointer, a Toomey and Sons corner three, right side. That's her 6th of the year, and the Maroons now have exploded to a 44-17 lead here, Steve.
Amazing shooting performance so far by the Maroons. Boy, from deep, they're on fire from deep.
Yes, they are. Dowling with a 27-point lead, and we haven't even got to halftime. 3.5 minutes remaining at halftime. We'll catch up with the Dowling boys basketball coach, Michael Connors, agreed to visit with us after their weekend last Friday and Saturday, losing to Centennial after leading most of the game and then winning against number 9 Dubuque Wahlert on Saturday. We'll talk to Coach O'Connor at halftime of the girls' game. Here's a shot by Jada Williams for Mesa City, no good off the inbounds play. Dowling with the rebound. Lexi Bowles in there. Bowles the right elbow. A head fake, a shot up, no good. Rebound, Gipple. She's doing the dirty work. Back to Moore for 3. It's off the mark, no good. Fight for the rebound, a foul on Moore.
Looks like it, Mark.
Julia picks up her first foul.
Number 21.
As she collided with Dietz after the miss by Lexi Bowles. So Dowling going with Gipple and Julia Moore, Brianna Rodriguez, Meg Simplot, and Lexi Bowles in the Dowling lineup right now.
Just the 3rd team foul for the Maroons this half. Mason City only has 4, so relatively well played. Not a lot of fouling, not overly physical so far.
Mason City on the offensive end with the basketball is Dietz. Works to the left side of the lane and passes off to Hannah Thomas, who just checked in, number 4, a 5'9" senior. It's stolen away by Rodriguez. Her shot with the left hand, no good, and the layup is no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. They'll give it to Mason City as Clark set the return. And also the Dowling lineup for the first time tonight, Erin Kleppe, 5'10" senior, will check in. As Gipple and Bowles will leave, Clark and Kleppe check in.
Good rotation now with Kleppe getting some time. That's the 10th Maroon player to play here in the first half.
Bay City with the basketball. Jada Whitner in there along with Hannah Thomas. Thomas, a 5'9" senior off the bench. Warrior number 4 in there as Dietz dribbles baseline, and the ball is safe from going out over and back by Thomas. Bay City keeps possession alive. Here's Hollander in the baseline. 10-footer, no good, left wing. Rebound Dowling and Clark. Caitlin dribbling down court, looking down. Gets it underneath to Kleppe. Back in the corner to Moore for 3. It's up and off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound put back by Brianna Rodriguez is good.
And nice hustle play for her.
Lead is now 29 for Dowling. It's 46-17 with 2 minutes remaining in the half here, Steve.
Just out-hustled everybody on the floor, quite frankly.
Offensive foul called on Mesa City. Anna Dietz will pick up her second foul. Good defense that time by Julia Moore, and Kurt Clausen can't believe that.
No,
he thought there was a lot of moving parts to have that called.
Not happy about that, and neither are the Mason City fans.
That's their leading scorer on the bench. Dietz averaging 20.5 points. Headed to Western Illinois next year to play in the Summit Conference in Division I college basketball. And 55 made threes. She goes to the bench. Now Clark on the baseline, her shot is good. Caitlin with 26 points.
Yeah, Dietz for Mason City can really shoot it. I think she'll have a good future over there at Western Illinois.
Mentioned she got her 1,000th point a couple weeks ago, about 3 games ago against Southeast Polk. And that'd be hard to do as a long three. It's no good by Mason City's Jada Whitner. Rebound Dowling. Here's Moore with it, but for Dietz to get all those points when you've got the Meyer sisters in front of you, that says a lot. You got to share the basketball. Yep. Here's Rodriguez for 3. It's off the back iron, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Gipple forces a jump ball as she tied up Allie Rude of Mason City.
Looks like it'll go back to the Maroons on the alternating possession.
Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Kemen, Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, and Dental Associates. Alongside Steve DeVenny, I'm Mark Amadale. Our studio producer tonight is Jeff Piggott, and we're live here at the Dowling Gym. Maroons going right to left, wearing their home uniforms, maroon letters and numbers. Mason City in their all-black visiting road uniforms with white numbers, and Dowling attacking the south basket. Now the ball goes out of bounds on the deflection off of Rodriguez, it looked like. It'll be Mason City basketball with just under a minute to play, 48-17 Dowling. Mohawks with it in the front court. This is Whitner with it. Jada with the pass, right wing. This goes to Brianna Noterman, who just checked in. 5'5 senior. Now a long three coming for Rude. It's no good. Allie with the miss. Kleppe with the rebound. Dribble handoff to Clark. Dribbles in the lane, loses the ball, but drew the foul as she tried to split the defenders and drew the foul. And that'll be on Sammy Miller, her second. So team foul number 6 on Mason City with 35 seconds remaining. Dowling with 3 team fouls here in the first half. Substitution as Jada Whitner will check in, and checking out for Mason City is Hannah Thomas. Maroons inbound the ball. They get it to Kleppe in the corner to Moore. Julia with it. 30 seconds remaining. Julia in the lane. Her shot off the glass. Up and good. She went right around Anna Dietz. So Julia Moore with her 5th point off the bench, and it's 50-17 Dowling with 20 seconds remaining. Now taking the ball to the basket from the left side is Sammy Miller. Her shot is out of bounds. Tried to rebound it and stepped out of bounds here, Steve.
Maroons will get it back with 16.3 seconds to go, up by 33. And undoubtedly they'll hold for the last shot.
Caitlin Clark looks at head coach Kristen Meyer. Gets a called set play here. It'll be Simplot, Clark, Moore, Rodriguez, and Kleppe. Now a long three. Up and good, and that is Meg Simplot, who had the game-tying 3 in the final seconds at City High. And Simplot gets in the books. That's her first 3. It's a Toomey & Sons 3-pointer, and we end the first half with the score. Dowling 53. And Mason City 17, along with Steve DeVenny, Mark Amadale. We'll take a break and come back with our halftime guest. Michael Connor, the Dowling boys basketball coach, will preview the Dowling Mason City boys game coming up here on Iowa Catholic Radio. But first, our halftime score. Dowling girls leading 53-17 over Mason City at the end of the first half. We'll be back with more after these messages.
Support for Dowling Catholic Sports is provided by Two Rivers Glass and Door, creating commercial glass and aluminum storefronts. Also serving your home needs by creating custom frameless shower doors, mirrors, glass tabletops, and specialty glass. Two Rivers Glass and Door. Design, fabrication, and installation. 515-222-4860. Online at tworiversglass.com. Two Rivers Glass and Door. Serving imaginations since 1992.
Thank you to Toomey & Sons for your support of Dowling Catholic High School basketball. Toomey & Sons is an Italian family restaurant with old country authentic Italian food. Enjoy the local atmosphere where you may even spot a priest, politician, or even Willie Farrell. Take advantage of Toomey & Sons bocce ball court with the kids while enjoying Toomey's homemade bread, pasta, and real Italian homemade desserts. Toomey & Sons is located on Southeast 1st Street, just south of downtown Des Moines and around the corner from Graziano Brothers. 515-282-7976, ToomeyandSons.net.
The home and away voice of Dowling Catholic Sports and Activities, Iowa Catholic Radio. KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
welcome back to the Dowling Gym alongside Steve DeVinny, Mark Amadale. We are at halftime of the girls contest as the Dowling girls lead Mason City at halftime, 53-17. Joined now by the head boys basketball coach at Dowling, and that is Mike O'Connor. OC, thanks for joining us tonight. Not a bad weekend. I know you had a tough loss Friday night against Centennial, but you get on the bus Saturday morning, head over to Cedar Rapids Kennedy, and knock off ninth-ranked Dubuque Hempstead in a very exciting game, 51-42. And now you're back on the winning ways. That losing streak's over, now back to winning ways. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. It's good to be back here, guys. Another Tuesday night. Good win for us on Saturday. I actually thought East played really good basketball on Friday night, too. Just had a rough fourth quarter. Had we played that fourth quarter like we did the third quarter, I think, I don't know if the outcome in terms of winning and losing would have been different, but the score certainly would have been closer because we played pretty well that game for three quarters up until about the last minute of the third quarter, and thankfully we were able to put together a really complete game on Saturday. Kids did a really, really nice job against a really, really good Hempstead team, so
yeah,
we were close.
Did. Yeah, it certainly did, and that's got to be a confidence factor coming on back home on that bus ride. You know, snapping that 5-game losing streak. You know, you're not that you're playing bad, but like you said earlier, it's a matter of one or two possessions, and sometimes that's how close these games are. Let's go back to the Hempstead game. You got to play with the shot clock, a 35-second shot clock, which we would love to incorporate. I know Coach DeVinny would love that at the youth level. It helps with the Dowling youth.
Yeah.
But Coach, was there any shot clock violations on Saturday?
There was not. We watched the second half of the game before us and our game, and didn't see a shot clock violation. There was a couple of times the clock got late, but no violations.
Okay.
Game had a great flow. I hope we adopt it as soon as possible. I think it's great for our kids. I think it's great for our game, and I think it helps prepare our kids for those that are going to play at the next level, and I think it rewards you for running purposeful offense and being a team that commits to guarding.
Do you think that's a possibility? Are they considering that in Boone or no?
I don't know. I'm not in those meetings, but I know it's a topic of conversation a lot. I have to imagine at some point it's going to come into play, whether that's a year, 5 years, 10 years. I do think you'll see it.
You had some health issues last week, especially your big guy Riggs was missed school, you had said, for the first 4 days of the week. Came back. Is he starting to get his legs under him? And who else is either injured or hurt? Or how's the health of the team?
Well, Ryan was out most of last week, and that was apparent in the way he played on Friday. He's much better than he showed, but to his credit, he went out there and gave us what he could. He hadn't practiced in 3 out of 4 days. That's really hard to do, especially against a team like Centennial.
Yeah.
But we felt like we needed to get him some minutes to hopefully keep him fresh for Saturday, and then Saturday came on, played great. Good. It was really, really good. Stillwell got nicked up at the end of the Cedar Rapids event, rolled his ankle with about a minute to go, so he'll be on the shelf tonight. Maybe we get him back for Friday, maybe not. We're going to be cautious with that. There's no need right now to rush him back because we need him healthy for the end of the year. Other than that, I think your normal sniffles and coughs this time of year, the same things that most of the general population is suffering from.
How does that affect your starting lineup then if Matt can't go?
We'll start Matt Riedel, who started for us at times this year. So nothing new for him. What it probably more than anything changes is Simon Daniels will play more tonight, which is good. Simon is a kid that we've wanted to get more minutes for. It's just been hard to find a spot to get him in. This wasn't the way we wanted to do it, but we'll make the best of it. Simon's had great practices and has played really well in JV games and has played well in the games that he's played for us at the varsity level. So we're excited to see what he can do with some extended minutes.
Visit with Michael Connor, the Dowling boys basketball coach here at halftime of the girls game. Dowling girls lead Mason City 53-17. And OC, it's hard to believe. We were just talking about this earlier. Dowling girls playing their 19th game right now in the 21-game season. You're going to be playing your 16th game, and here we are. Senior night's coming up this Friday night. I know the Dowling boys with 5 seniors on the squad, the Dowling girls with 6. So that'll be a big night, and, of course, it's a home game and one of the few remaining doubleheaders left. So we're getting to that point of the season where you start looking down the ledger postseason, getting prepared, but also getting your team peaking. And you've had it just kind of by default with different lineups out there. So now you've had, it's no big deal for Michael Keel or for Omaha Ballou or others to start if somebody's out injured or sick. that gives some versatility, but you've had that kind of like by default.
We have some by default and some by trying to change some things up and find some lineups that click together during that rough stretch we had. But we certainly feel like we've grown depth-wise over the course of the last 2 or 3 weeks, and that's certainly a positive for us and something that you're going to need at some point if you're going to make a run, because somebody's going to get in foul trouble or somebody's going to get sick or someone's going to get injured. So we hope that bodes well for us.
What do we know about Mason City tonight? I don't know much about them at all.
Really scrappy group. Run a 5-out motion. Defensively, they're going to throw some things at us that we don't see a lot. They'll trap ball screens. They'll switch everything. They'll run a little bit of a 3-quarter court press. Their coach has done a nice job with them in terms
they'll
of
be a little undersized.
Yeah, they'll be undersized. But they won't be out-efforted tonight. They're going to get after it.
All right, Coach. Well, we appreciate you stopping by. You got any shout-outs you want to give to folks that might not be here but listening somewhere?
I'll say hello to my wife on her birthday.
Today's
I won't say how old she is.
Really?
This is OC.
Happy birthday to you, Jen. I love you.
And the flowers came this morning, afternoon, or
every day?
Every day.
Every day is her birthday. We just share it with the rest of the world today.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm sure the kids are at home waiting on her, making her dinner.
Hey, the kids aren't here tonight, then? Ball boys aren't here?
No.
It's
Ball
Mom's
boys.
Day.
It's Mom's. It's a school night. Kids got to go home and get to bed.
And how about John O.C.? Is he coming over from Dubuque?
No, not tonight.
He's listening to you.
I love John O.C.
right now.
I mean, Dubuque's finest.
You know, they
always talk about John.
You know, they have a parade for him once a year once he won that award. Remember that night? They had him on at halftime.
I think that was a one-year deal.
Yep.
I think they've rescinded that. They do it for. They have that parade every year. It's just for a different recipient every year. He might still go to it.
I saw the winter parade. Michael Connor, Nick Wagner.
And they canceled it. I think that the big thing wasn't canceling the game. It was canceling that parade. Nobody wanted to go.
That's fantastic.
OC, best of luck tonight. I know it's going to be different. That energy that Stillwell brings. He's going to have to do it off the bench and be that extra coach for you. But find out who's going to pick up the missing link tonight with Stillwell out.
Yeah, another opportunity for some guys to step up, and not one person's going to replace what Matt does for us. Everybody just needs to pick it up one level here and do it collectively as a group.
Absolutely. OC, thanks for visiting with us, and we'll talk to you later.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Michael Connor, the Dowling boys basketball coach, visiting with us at halftime. We'll take a break and come back with the start of the second half of the girls' contest. We'll have the scoring when we return. Dowling girls leading Mason City 53-17. Halftime here at the Dowling Gym. Back with more on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Hi, this is Father Larry Richards of EWTN Open Line Thursday, and we just want to encourage you to help us. We really need you to bring people to Jesus Christ. Think about it. What have we done to bring people to Christ? We need you and we need your help because Jesus tells you, go and make disciples of all nations. You can do that by helping us. God bless you.
You can give securely online at iowacatholicradio.com, the Iowa Catholic Radio app, or call 515-223-1150.
Do you have a story? Well, God wants to hear it. Maybe you can't donate money or volunteer your time, but that doesn't mean that you can't evangelize for the Lord. Iowa Catholic Radio is on a mission of evangelization, and you can help by sharing your testimony with us. Just call 515-223-1150 and tell us how Iowa Catholic Radio has impacted your life. Or you can also email your testimony to contact@kwky.com.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym alongside Steve DeVitti, Mark Hamadell, as we start the second half. The Dowling girls leading 53-17 over the Mohawks. They have the first possession of the second half. A shot up and no good, but offensive rebound, Mason City. Anna Dietz comes away with it. And the Mason City Gals will have a second opportunity here as Dietz backs in the block underneath, and now a little give and go and a reverse layup. Good. That's by Sammy Miller. And Miller now with her first 2 points, and it's 53-19. It was.
Yeah. And nice play.
And it was a good job that time by Dietz. She became the passer. She's the leading scorer for Mason City. She became the passer. Now Nai Tong with it, and she overthrew an intended receiver that time, if you will. A little too hard to Emma Gipple.
It was almost like a ball fake. You know, she gave her a fake, and then she gave it to her.
Yeah.
And Emma was kind of going for the first fake and got off balance a little bit trying to receive it.
Our leading scorer for Mason City in the first half was Anna Dietz with 9 points on 3 3-pointers, all in the first quarter. 5 points for Jada Williams, who has the ball right now, and she's guilty of the travel.
I didn't think she picked up her pivot foot, but
I think it did. It drove just a little bit.
Okay.
Official standing right there. Jada Whitner with 3 points.
Mark, they only have, as a team, they have two 2-point baskets, and the rest are all threes to their 19 points.
And they were held. Mesa City was held to 2 points in that second quarter. They have not attempted the free throw tonight. Have the Mohawks now Dowling with the ball, pull up jumper off the rim and falls through, and that is Caitlin Clark, who has 28 points. And we've got a team warning on the head coach of Mesa City, Kurt Clausen. They can do that before they want to give a technical, and I think that just serves notice. So 55-19 is our score. Dowling with the lead. Mesa City with the basketball. So
running clock now, Mark.
Yep,
too.
It is. After a 35-point lead in the second half, it'll stay until it drops to 25. Long three coming by Sammy Miller. No good. Offensive rebound. Put back up and good by Anna Dietz as she kind of fell away and put it through with her 11th point. Dowling inbounds the ball quickly. They get it to Clark, and it's stolen away. Here's Williams coming away with it. Jada in the front court. Gets it out to Dietz for three. Good! Anna Dietz for three. That's her fourth three, and we've got a timeout called by Dowling. 5:51 remaining here in the third quarter. It's 55-24. Dowling with the lead, but Mesa City on a little run. This will be a 30-second timeout. And we'd like to mention our supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio. We appreciate all they do throughout the year. They include construction professionals, dental associates, Kemen, and Ashworth Vision Clinic. Nice little run out here by Mesa City, a 5-0 run after Dowling had some empty possessions.
Nice give and go, like you said, for the 2-point basket by Sammy Miller, followed by a deep three by Dietz, and she can rain threes, can't she, Mark?
Yes, she can if she's left open. She hasn't done it since the first quarter, but now she has 4, and she has 5 of her 14 points here in the third quarter. It's 55-24 Dowling. Maroons inbound the ball, and they're on their offensive end. It's McVeigh, Gipple, Clark, Gaber, and Nai Tong, the 5 on the floor for Dowling.
Mark, Mohawks for the first time tonight have come out into a man-to-man defense.
Saw that, and down the lane, and a jump ball called as a shot by Gipple was tied up by the Mesa City defender, Sammy Miller. And you're right, Steve. I saw one guard fouled the Dowling basketball all the way through. We haven't seen that. It's been a 2-3 zone in the first half, and little man here. Underneath, they post up Clark, and her turnaround shot no good. Tip no good. Ball slapped around, and Williams comes away with it for Mesa City, and a whistle and a foul on Clark. Caitlin will pick up her first foul, and the first team foul of Dowling here in the second half. So we mentioned the Mesa City scoring. They were held to, Dowling outscored Mesa City 26-15 at the end of one quarter of play and outscored Mesa City 27-2 in the second quarter.
Yeah,
Maroons.
That was impressive by the Maroons. I think they had 9 3-point baskets in the first half. Dowling did.
Mesa City with the basketball. Dowling stays man-to-man. Now a long shot up and good, a three-pointer. And that is, I believe, Miller in the corner.
Sammy Miller.
Sammy, a corner three from the left wing. So
Mesa City showing some fight here.
It's a 10-2 run out here for Mesa City here to start the third quarter.
Showing some fight, Mark.
Here's Gaber with it. They went to man defense. Gaber shot up off the rim, no good. Nai Tong takes it away. Her shot up and no good. Took it away from Anna Dietz. Good hustle by Nai, and a foul on Dietz.
Yep.
That'll be her third. So let's run down scoring for Dowling. The Maroons had Caitlin Clark at halftime with 26 points. She now has 28 with the basket, as Nai Tong's free throw is no good. And then 6 points for Ella McVeigh and for Grace Gaber. And both of them with a pair of three-pointers each. 5 points for Julia Moore off the bench for Dowling. 3 points for Meg Simplot. 3 points for Emma Gipple. And 2 points for Nai Tong. And 2 points for Brianna Rodriguez. Lexi Bowles did not score. Second free throw, no good by Nai. Rebound, Ames. Ames has outscored Dowling 10-2 here in the third quarter. We played halfway. Half of the third quarter is at the 4-minute mark.
Running clock. It's going quick.
Here's Hollander with it for Ames. Leaves it for Dietz. Dietz in the lane. Kicks it back out in the corner. That's Whitner with it. Whitner, a backdoor cut to Miller. She can't get the shot off. Now gets it back. Miller. Right wing. 3-point line extended. Gets to Hollander in the lane against Nai Tong. Her shot no good. And rebound tipped by Dietz, but into the hands of Dowling. Maroons with it. Here's Maddie Wishman with it to Rodriguez. Wishman coming off of Rodriguez ball screen. Entry pass to right block to Nai Tong. Ball slapped away by Dietz. Into the hands of Dowling. Maroons keep possession. This is Semplot with it. Inside the Tong. An inside pivot. Shot to the left hand. Good. Nice move by Nai Tong right around Hollander.
Very good individual post move right there. Showed inside the lane and went back to the outside on the block. Snuck it in with the left.
Yeah, Nye with 4 points. Now a long three. It's no good by Hollander. He's partially down the hoop and then spits it out. Rebound out to Dowling. This is Julia Moore. Right blocker, shot blocked. Blocked by Whitner. Out of bounds. Saved by Whitner, and they say it went off of Julia Moore, and it'll be Mason City basketball as Lexi Bowles checks in, and checking out will be Nai Tong.
Yeah, Maroons have gotten a little bit stagnant as this lead has been cut into a little bit by the Mohawks. A little bit too much individual, not as much passing, and it's led to some empty possessions for the Maroons.
Dowling by 30. Running clock continues. It has to get below 25 for it to go back to stopping on every dead ball. And now here's Williams with it for Mason City. Leaves it for Hollander for three. It's no good with the shot left wing. Rebound, Brianna Rodriguez and Dowling. Maroons with it in the front court. This is Simplot. Meg with it in the lane. Gets caught up. Now gets it back out to Wishman. Wishman on the dribble right side. Simplot. Now to Moore. Julia, backdoor cut. Gets to Wishman. To Bowles. Her shot up and it missed everything. Ball tipped out of bounds off of Mason City's Anna Dietz. It'll be Dowling basketball as the clock continues to run. As Williams will check out from Mason City. As will Anna Dietz. And checking in for the Mohawks, Allie Rude and Hannah Thomas. 57-27, Dowling by 30, minute and a half remaining. Maroons inbound the ball. Dowling going towards the north basket here at the Dowling gym. Bowles left blocker, shot up, no good. Might have been partially blocked by Hollander. Hollander underneath, and a whistle and a foul on Mason City as they're going to get Hollander for the foul, scrambling with Lexi Bowles. 57-27. Minute 23 remaining in the third quarter. Bowles the free throw line. And the first free throw good. Lexi with her first point of the night. Dowling 5 of 7 at the free throw line. Second one no good. Rebound tipped around and a whistle and a foul. And they're going to call a loose ball foul on Mason City. And this will be on Allie Rude, her first.
Good offensive board there by Meg Simplot. Went right back up with the shot attempt and was fouled.
So free throws coming for Dowling and Meg Simplot. She'll get two here. First one up and good. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by our good friends at R&R Realty Group. Mercy One. Our thanks also to Two Rivers Glass and Door and the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reminder, all 3-point baskets are sponsored by To Me and Sons Restaurant on Des Moines South Side. Second free throw no good. Moore with the rebound. She loses it into the hands of Wishman. Her shot no good, and the rebound Mason City. Minute 10 remaining. Dowling by 32 here in this girls' contest. We'll have the boys' game. We'll have about 15 minutes between games as Hollander has it on the left block. Can't get a shot off. Now in the lineup, Brooke Anderson for Mason City. Her shot is no good. Anderson, a 5'10 senior, in for the first time tonight. Rebound Dowling. Here's Wishman with it. Hands it off to Moore. Julia in the lane. Her shot up and no good. Foul called on Ames, and free throws coming for the Dowling freshman, Julia Moore, as Brooke Anderson commits the foul here, Steve DeVinny.
Her first foul. She hasn't played very many minutes tonight for the Mohawks.
14 foul on Mason City, 1 on Dowling. Free throw by Moore is no good. Moore tonight with 5 points. Reminder, other games going on. These are all girl-boy doubleheaders. Southeast Polk at Urbandale. It'll be Urbandale senior night tonight. Roosevelt's at Ames. Marshalltown at Ankeny as Moore's second free throw rolls off the rim. No good. Fight for the rebound and a loose ball foul called on the Maroons. Good hustle that time by Simplot, but she'll pick up the foul, her first.
Maroons have gotten a little bit cold here from the charity stripe lately, haven't they?
Yes, they have. I mentioned other games. Roosevelt at number 12 Ames in girls play. Marshalltown at Ankeny. Lincoln at Johnston. Hoover is at Waukee. North at Fort Dodge. As a shot in the lane is no good by Hannah Thomas of Mason City. East is at Ankeny Centennial, and Lewis Central is at number 11 Valley. Lewis Central ranked number 7 in girls play out of Class 4A, and Valley ranked number 11. That's a girls-only game at Valley. Ottumwa has a night off in girls and boys play, and as does the Valley boys. As in the lane, Dowling works it to Lexi Bowles, and her shot from the right block is good. And we've come to the end of the third quarter with the score. Dowling 61 and Mason City 27. We'll be back in 1 minute with the start of the fourth quarter. Alongside Steve DeVinny, I'm Mark Hamadale. Jeff Piggott is our studio producer. And we'll return to the Dowling Gym with the Dowling girls leading 61-27 after 3 quarters of play here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Dowling Catholic Sports 365 is provided in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic with 2 licensed optometrists, Barbara Sheets, a Dowling Catholic graduate, and Dr. Todd Pedig. The Ashworth Vision Clinic team provides complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and pre- and post-operative care. Ashworth Vision Clinic is located at Ashworth and 60th Street in West Des Moines. 515-440-4610. Online at ashworthvision.com.
The Catholic Tuition Organization provides the best tax savings over any other charitable giving in the state. 65% of your contribution directly reduces your Iowa income tax liability. Plus, there are still federal deductibility options to further save on taxes. Find details online, ctoiowa.org. All this for the kids and their future.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym, underway in the fourth quarter. As a three-pointer no good by Anna Dietz. Long rebound comes out to Dowling. And now Maroon's working inside in transition. And underneath is Nai Tong. Her shot is no good. Gets her own rebound. Draws the foul to the out-of-bounds Dowling. As the foul is on Jada Williams, her second. As you mentioned, Steve, at the break, Mason City outscoring Dowling in the third quarter, 10-8. And Maroon's running the inbounds play. And a shot off the right block. Good by Grace Gaber. That's her 8th point.
To perfection, the inbounds play.
Dowling 2 of 7 at the free throw line in that third quarter. Dowling now 6 of 11 at the line through 3 quarters. Mason City yet to attempt the free throw tonight through 3 quarters. As we're just about a minute into the fourth quarter, Dowling with a 63-27 lead, running clock. As Dowling got up over a 35-point lead, and then it can drop all the way to 25 before the clock begins to stop, and they'll continue to run here with the foul called on Dowling. And I don't know if we got free throws or out of bounds. Foul's going to be on Clark. Caitlin will pick up her second. And free throws coming for Anna Dietz. Dietz to 9 with 14 points. Make it 15 as her first free throw is good. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Construction Professionals, Ashworth Vision Clinic, Dental Associates, and Kemen. Second free throw good by Dietz. She has 16 points to lead Mason City, and now an offensive foul called, and guess who? Anna Dietz leads the state in drawing a charge. That's the second one she's drawn tonight, and picked it up on Caitlin Clark. That'll be her third. That'll wipe out the basket there, Steve.
Good call. She was sitting right there waiting for her, and Caitlin, which has paid benefits for Caitlin many times with her aggressiveness, but that time she got called for the charge.
63-29, Dowling. Mason City with the basketball as we approach the 6-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Here's Mason City's point guard, Jada Williams, taking it all the way down to left block. Her shot is up and partially blocked, no good. Clark with the rebound, and her run out's up and good. Uncontested layup for Clark, and she just whisked by everybody. Clark with 30.
She's got that extra gear, doesn't she, when she has the ball?
30 points for Caitlin tonight. Mason City the other way. Now a long three coming by Sammy Miller. It's good, top of the key. And a timeout called by Mason City. Sammy Miller with her second three. She now has 8 points, and it's 65-32.
Good offense there by the Mohawks. Good ball movement, led to a wide open three.
Top of the key three for Mason City. 65-32 Dowling over Mason City. 5.5 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter. Coming up for Dowling, Maroon's next game will be this Friday night. We'll have it on Iowa Catholic Radio. Senior night. Dowling and the 9th-ranked Urbandale girls will do battle in game one. We'll be on the air at 6 o'clock with our pregame show. They'll have the senior night introductions for both the boys and girls teams here at Dowling, along with the cheerleaders and support staff between games. And then Maroons will have all next week off, and they'll take on and travel and finish out, rather, the regular season. They travel to number 12 Ames in girls play on Friday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. Are you going with me up there, or do you have that night off? Take your lovely wife out.
Mark, I'm guessing that I'll be in your lineup, not hers.
I don't know. You said that on the radio.
This is my job, man. I work for KWKY.
Oh my
Catholic
goodness!
Radio.
We gotta edit that last minute. 5:27 mark of the fourth quarter. Mark the tape there, Jeff. Corner three up and good out of the timeout. How about that, Maddie Wishman?
Wishman's on the board with 3.
With her her third 3 of the year. 68-32 down. I can't believe you phrase it like that.
Now here's the deal, Mark. If she's babysitting our brand new granddaughter, then I'll be with you.
Okay, I got you.
And if I have to get called into her lineup, then I'll let you know.
You better be in her lineup.
Oh.
You know, I've found guys like that Cataldo guy and others. Steenblock sit in, and then the coach Gary Birdwolf. Now whistling a foul as a shot no good by Jada Williams for.
That's her third.
Mesa City. She missed a shot, came down and committed the foul. And you're right, that is her third.
6, yeah.
So 16 fouls now on Mesa City, 4 on Dowling, and free throws for Moore. Her first free throw no good. Oh, Julia struggled. Dowling was just 2 of 7 at the free throw line in that third quarter after going 4 for 4 at halftime. Moore with her third straight miss. She has 5 points tonight, all in the first half.
Referee's asking her if her vision's okay because she did get hit on the side of the head there, but that free throw missed almost everything.
And that one did too. And
yeah.
I think they do want to take her out because she did get hit after the foul, and they're going to sub. They're going to hold the ball and bring in another young lady for the Dowling. Allie Anderson will check in, and rightly so. I think Julia, she's coming out a little blurred vision in that eye, and both free throws were off the mark.
Off the mark is putting it mildly. Let's hope she's okay.
Way off the mark, She'll sit down.
Let's hope she's okay.
Mr. Lark will go through his protocol questions that he likes to ask people. He always asks me the same questions. I don't know why. See if I'm all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dietz in the lane. Shot no good as she dribbled from the baseline to the lane on the left side. Rebound Dowling. Brianna Rodriguez. She dribbles down the lane right side. Her shot blocked by Whitner. Into the hands of the Maroons. Pull-up jumper. Good. That's Maddie Wishman with her 5th point.
Leading scorer for the Maroons in the fourth quarter.
Caitlin Clark on the bench now for Dowling. She'll, I'm sure, shut it down. 30 points in the night. 4:15 remaining. Running clock. 70-32 Dowling. Long 3 by Mason City. No good by Sammy Miller. And the rebound comes out to Dowling and Simplot. Meg dribbles in the front court. They work it to Rodriguez in the lane. Pull-up jumper, no good. Drew the foul, and she'll have free throws coming. And the foul will be on Allie Rude, her second.
Yep.
That'll be team foul number 7 on Mason City. First time tonight we've had the bonus for either team.
Yep. Good point.
We didn't have that in the first half. I think Mason City had 6 fouls in the first half. Free throw good by Brianna Rodriguez. That's her 3rd point of the night. That kind of snaps the Dowling slump of free throws. They had missed their last 4 free throws, Steve. And Hollander back in for Mason City, as is Brooke Anderson. And Rodriguez' second free throw good. Rodriguez with 4 points, 72-32. 40-point lead for the Maroons. They're the largest of the night. Now Mason City with the basketball, and the ball deflected out of bounds off of Hannah Thomas of Mason City B. Dowling basketball as Rodriguez will inbound it. So the Maroons will have Simplot, Bowles, Allie Anderson, Maddie Wishman, and Brianna Rodriguez, the 5 on the floor for the Maroons. 3.5 minutes remaining. Wishman underneath the Bowles, right block, pull-up jumper, good! Hits it off the glass. Lexi Bowles, that is her 5th point.
Off the right block with her weak hand, right-handed, for a nice give-and-go basket.
I like that out of
Good
Lexi.
Offense.
She did that before she got here, and now she can shoot with either hand. You want to see that. And now a nice shot in the lane by Brooke Anderson of Mason City. That's her first basket. Now Dowling the other way. We got a charging foul called. as Allie Anderson will pick up the foul. Nice defense that time by Mason City, and I believe that was Noterman who picked up the foul. Brianna Noterman drew the charge. Turnover against Dowling. Mason City with the ball. Here's Hollander in the lane. Can't get the shot off. Kicks it back out. They work a little two-player game between Hollander and Anderson. Anderson has it on the baseline. Kicks it back out. Long three coming up and no good by Noterman. And the rebound Dowling and Bowles. Wishman with it. Final 2 minutes and 20 seconds of the contest. Dowling 74, Mason City 34 here in this girls contest. Now backdoor cut by Wishman. Can't get the shot off, but gets in the corner. Long three coming. It's no good by Simplot. And a putback up and good. And Bowles puts it through. Bowles with her 7th point. Timeout. This will be a substitution timeout with 2:04 remaining for Dowling.
Maroons will empty the bench.
5 out, 5 in. In the lineup, Lauren Frericks in for the Maroons. Also in there, number 35, Olivia Bailey for Dowling. Allie Anderson stays in there for the Maroons. Also in there is Julia Friedrich. Shot in the lane, no good by Mason City. Dowling with the rebound. Anderson's court pass down court, gets it to Friedrich. They work underneath and stolen away by Mason City. I believe I'm missing a Dowling player, and that's Aaron Kleppe back in.
Yeah, Kleppe, 33 is back in.
All right, Mason City with the ball, minute and a half remaining. Corner three up and no good. Ball safe from going out of bounds by Mason City. Now stolen away by Dowling in the backcourt with a minute 20 to play. And the Maroons now get it in the front court. This is Olivia Bailey. Down the lane, her shot off the glass too strong. We got a blocking foul called on Mason City. And now free throws coming for Olivia Bailey. Now we're getting requests here. Mr. DeVinny, as a free throw is good by Olivia Bailey. She'll get another one. Some of the Nizzi relatives, that's Caitlin Clark's family, want to know. The second free throw is no good by Bailey. Final score of the ninth grade boys game, it was 60-39. Dowling. They want me to give a shout out to Patty Nizzi and, of course, Bob back in Omaha.
Dowling Catholic legend, Bob Nizzi, Coach Nizzi.
Great coach, great teacher and counselor here as Mason City with the basketball. And Ellie Coda shoots and scores. 77-36. So Mason City on the board there. Dowling with the ball. This is Anderson with it. Allie, a pull-up jumper, good. That's a tough shot, and Allie hit it.
A runner from about 10 or 12 feet away.
A lot of Dowling players in the score sheet tonight, Steve. A lot of them. Mason City with the basketball. Now a nice backdoor cut by Jenna Braun goes through. 79-38. Final 10 seconds of the fourth quarter. The Maroons are going to win this. Bailey with it for Dowling. Out to Friedrich. Inside to Bailey. Her shot no good. Offensive rebound Maroons, and that'll do it. Final score, Dowling 79. Mason City 38. And the Dowling girls now improve their record to 16-3. They remain 7-1 in Central Conference play, as this was a non-division game. So Dowling girls ranked second, improve their record to 16-3 with the win. Mason City falls to 9-9. They remain 3-5 in Iowa Conference play. So we'll take a break, come back with our post-game show. Alongside Steve DeVinny, I'm Mark Amadale. Jeff Piggott is our studio producer. Final score, Dowling girls 79, Mason City 38. We'll return to the Dowling Gym with our postgame show following these messages here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Thank you, Construction Professionals, for your support of Dowling Catholic Sports 365. Construction Professionals is a family-owned business dedicated to our customers. Whether designing, building, or renovating, we are here to better serve you. Our passion for quality craftsmanship, paired with our dedication to creativity, result in a home that reflects your personality, style, and family function. Construction Professionals. Design, build, Renovate. cpcustomhomes.com. From our family to yours. God bless.
Thank you, Dental Associates, for underwriting Dowling Catholic Sports 365. With over 40 years' experience, Dental Associates is a group dental practice with the mission of promoting optimum health and well-being to all patients, providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry for the entire family. Message underwritten by Dr. Kenton Gleichman, Dr. Steve Karbaka, Dr. Christine Mulcahy, and Dr. Ben Nagel. Dental Associates, addressing your smile, needs, and dreams. Online at Des Moines-DentalAssociates.com.
The home and away voice of Dowling Catholic Sports and Activities, Iowa Catholic Radio. KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
And welcome back to the Dowling Gym. Place is rocking and rolling. Pete Tarpey spinning the tunes up there. My goodness. I told him last game, I said, I like the song selection. Like a little journey as the game ends, and you pick up these sequences.
It's old school.
It is.
Pete. Yeah.
Did you give him your song list? Is that what happened?
I didn't. But I approve.
I do too. Congratulations to the Dowling girls, a winner tonight as they defeat Mesa City 79-38 here at the Dowling Gym. I want to thank Kurt Clausen, the Mesa City coach, for all his help as we prepared for our game, and his assistant coaches, Tom Kirby, Katie Trask, and Brittany Rowe. And congratulations to Coach Clausen. He is the 2020 Hall of Fame inductee of the Iowa Girls Coaches Association. He'll be given that award in Cedar Rapids on April 4th, and well-deserved. Coach Clausen coached at Cherokee, Atlantic, and up in Mason City. And this is his 25th year overall of coaching. I know tonight was a tough loss for him, but he knows Mr. Denny O'Grady from his time in Cherokee and in Atlantic. So enough said there. He got interviewed before the game, believe me. Not by me.
I don't even know if you'd want to admit that you knew Denny back in the day, but
outstanding reporter is Mr. O'Grady back in his time.
He used to run the Carroll newspaper.
He did.
Yep.
He used to file those Saturday night games, those game reports at a destination that'll remain nameless right now.
The Carroll Kemper Knights won a state championship or two back in the day with Nick
Denny
Nurse, now the current coach of the Toronto Raptors. Brian David, who went on to play at University of Arizona for Coach Olson.
Denny covered him.
Yep, covered them all.
He certainly did. And I think we got them all tabulated here. Dowling 3 of 6 at the free throw line in that fourth quarter, so 9 of 17 for the contest. So let's take a look at the scoring in this game. First of all, for Mason City, they were led by their leading scorer, who came in averaging 20.5 points. That was Anna Dietz. She finished with 16 tonight. And then single-digit scoring the rest of the way for the Mohawks. 8 points for Sammy Miller. 5 points for Jada Williamson. 3 points for Jada Whitner. 2 points for Ellie Cota. 2 points for Brooke Anderson, and 2 points for Jenna Brown. And Mason City 2 for 2 at the free throw line. And for Dowling, as the Maroons improved their record to 16-3, they were led by Caitlin Clark's 30 points. She's the only Dowling player in double figures. 8 points for Grace Gaber. Grace, a pair of Toomey & Sons three-pointers and a 2-point basket for 8. 7 points off the bench for Lexi Bowles. 6 points for Ella McVeigh and a pair of Toomey & Sons three-pointers. 5 points for Maddie Wishman. 5 points for Julia Moore. 4 points for Brianna Rodriguez. 4 points for Julia Moore, or 4 points, for Meg Simplot. 3 points for Allie Anderson. 3 points for Emma Gipple, and 2 points for Allie Anderson. And Olivia Bailey with 1 point. And Steve, that is 6, 8, 10, 12 players score for the Maroons tonight in their win, as Dowling went 9 of 17 at the free throw line. They kind of slumped there in the second half, as Dowling went 5 of 12 at the line after going 4 for 4 at the line at halftime. They went 5 for 12 in the second half, but got the win here at the Dowling Gym. Congratulations. The Maroons will move on to senior night, and they'll take on Urbandale this Friday in a girl-boy doubleheader. For Mason City, their next game is this Saturday. They have Friday off due to a choral performance going on in Mason City. They play Saturday at Marshalltown in a doubleheader, and the Mason City girls next week will host Ankeny Centennial next Tuesday and host Fort Dodge on February 14th, on Friday, February 14th. That'll be their senior night before they go to Class 4A postseason play. So
Yeah.
That is it in a nutshell right now,
yeah.
sir.
The key tonight was that 27-2 second quarter where they outscored the Mohawks and pulled away to a, what was it, 53 to what at the half?
53-17.
Yeah.
Lead at the end.
So once the running clock came into play, concentration by both clubs went down a little bit, and
both clubs went deep into their bench tonight.
They sure did. Good opportunity for everybody to get a chance to get out there on the court. Like you say, 12 Maroon players scored tonight, and nice win. Try to get her ready for this Friday against Urbandale.
Absolutely. In the quarter scores tonight, Dowling jumped out to a 26-15 lead at the end of the first quarter. And as Steve mentioned, Dowling outscoring Mason City 27-2 in that second quarter. The Maroons went into halftime with a 53-17 lead. Third quarter, Mason City comes out and they outscored the Maroons 10-8 with the running clock. And in the fourth quarter, Dowling outscored Mason City 18-11. The final, Dowling 79, Mason City 38. Mason City falls to 9-9, their overall record on the season. And the Maroons improved their record to 16-3. And both teams will be in action this Friday and Saturday. Steve Devaney, thanks for hopping on board. And we have Friday night. We'll see you again, and that'll be senior night for the Maroons.
Enjoyed it. Get ready for a good boys game here with Coach Swaim.
Swaim's in the house. He's got all his interviews done. He's got all the, you bring popcorn and Gatorade and hot dog, and Swaim brings the stats.
Oh, my gosh.
And everything's up here, as you told Coach Cataldo last week. Everything's up here.
Yeah. It's all wisdom and
lots of it.
A former coach, yeah. Hey, enjoy.
Thank you, Steve. Steve Devaney, my broadcast partner. We'll take a break, come back with the boys' pregame show. It's Dowling and Mason City, the boys' game coming up. Final score in the girls' game, Dowling 79, Mason City 38. We'll be back with more here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio's broadcast of Dowling Catholic sports and activities is provided by Chemin, a global ingredient manufacturer using science to transform the quality of life for 80% of the world. Chemin is on the leading edge of molecular science, manufacturing more than 500 specialty ingredients for the human and animal health and nutrition, pet food, aquaculture, nutraceutical, food technologies, crop technologies, and textile industries. Chemin strives to sustainably transform the quality of life every day for 80% of the world with their products and services. Chemin, using science to transform the world. Online at chemin.com.
Thank you to Mercy One for their support of Iowa Catholic Radio. From the cardiovascular experts at the Iowa Heart Center to the pediatric services of Mercy Children's Hospital and Clinics, Mercy provides complete care for Central Iowa's adults and children with more than 50 primary care and specialty clinics in the Des Moines area. Find a convenient Mercy One location near you. Online at mercydesmoines.org.
Welcome back to the Dowling Gym alongside Mike Swaim. I'm Mark Amadeo. I want to welcome Coach Swaim in as we start the boys' game. The Dowling girls are winner tonight in game one of our girls and boys doubleheader, our Tuesday night special, if you will, 79-38. The Dowling girls with the win. Coach Swaim, welcome, and it's a non-division game in the CIML. Dowling and Mason City, they meet once a year, and tonight's tonight. Welcome.
Well, it's great for Dowling because it's at home.
Yes.
That was always a tough road trip when we had to make that 2-hour bus ride up to Mason City.
Because you always had to leave about 1 or 2 in the afternoon with the crew, right?
Well, it just felt like halfway through the first quarter, my team was asleep. It was very hard to get these guys motivated. And, but yeah, no, it's good to be back. And Dowling got a win, Mark, on Saturday against Dubuque Hempstead. Got off of that snide that. It was just that was a tough 5-game losing streak. They played so well against Centennial for 3 quarters, Mark. I really thought it was their game. And then there was about a 5-minute stretch in that fourth quarter where Centennial just sort of broke it open, was able to close out. So, but we're moving on. Good things now. They've got a win under their belt and ready to try and make it 2 in a row.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Mike, because you look back and that road win at Cedar Rapids Kennedy when they took on ninth-ranked Dubuque Hempstead. That was a huge win. And as Coach O'Connor, I don't know if you heard his halftime, we had him on at halftime of the girls' game. He said, hey, Ryan Riggs he was probably 70% against Centennial. That's not an excuse. You go with what you got. Much better 24 hours later, and that really helped. Unfortunately for Dowling, the injury to Stillwell, Matt hurt himself the final minute of the game. They brought Omaha Malou back in to help close out the game. He said it was a 5-point game, give or take at that time, and the Maroons ended up winning that contest 51-42, so they got a 9-point win, but they were down to a 5-point lead when Stillwell went out.
Yeah, that's big that Dowling was able to close out with one of their team leaders, Mark. And, I've seen this go both ways. I've had players where I knew they weren't going to play, and the team sort of rallied around, and they were motivated.
Sure. And
then I've been on the other side of that where, in like Mason City's case, they know one of the star athletes for Dowling is not going to play, and again, they really get motivated. So I don't know how this is going to go. I trust that guys are ready to step up. They've obviously known this for a little bit, and so we're going to have a new starting lineup tonight. But guys off the bench are going to have to be ready to go.
Yeah, that's no question about it. And you look at the size differential. We saw this in the girls' game. Dowling girls much taller. Mason City had nobody over 5'6", 5'7". Well, Mason City boys, they got a sophomore at 6'3", they got a senior at 6'3", and that's it. They go down to 5'10", 6 foot. So they're going to play basically a four-guard offense with one post.
Mark, you look at some of the stats. I mean, it's overwhelming with Dowling and Mason City. I mean, Mason City comes into this game with 220 turnovers on the year.
Oh.
Dowling, that turns the ball over quite a bit, only with 180 compared to that.
Yeah.
You look at the shooting percentages and scoring and free throw percentages, free throw attempts. Dowling just leads in almost every category. So on paper, this looks like this should be a game that Dowling can maybe overcome without Matt Stillwell. But you know how it is, Mark. Every night you've got to come out here and you've got to bring it because this team is going to play well because they're playing against Dowling.
Yeah.
And so Dowling's got to get up to a good start.
And it all is regarding good starts. Maroons won 8 the next 8. Then they lost their next 5 before it got snapped against Dubuque. And during that 8-game streak, and I think all but one game, the Maroons got the opponent's best scorer or one of their contributors into foul trouble early. I'll go back to the Yankee Centennial game right out of Christmas break. They had McCullough in foul trouble. He fouled out in the third quarter, and their second leading scorer was on the bench in foul trouble. And that's what was the recipe for success for Dowling. They kind of got away from that in their losses. And I know a couple of them were just 1 or 2 possessions when they lost to Ankeny and they lost to Ames. Waukee is another team. That was not a night you could keep up with their shooting. But you kind of mentioned it Friday night when they lost Centennial in the rematch. They didn't get back to pounding in the paint. They had McCullough in foul trouble a little bit in the first half, but he kind of navigated his way through that.
Yeah, I agree, Mark. I just talked to Coach O'Hare up in the stands, and shout out to Coach O'Hare and the freshmen. They got a big win tonight. He wanted me to make sure that everybody knew that.
Yeah, especially me, because it's been not going good when I get here and set up the equipment. We're over in the corner, and I'm with the athletic director, and I said, boy, that freshman coach really struggling this year.
He wanted it. They got a big win, so shout out to Coach O'Hare. But, part of the emphasis that he said Coach O'Connor has been sort of hammering into his players, guys, we don't need to go for the triple every time. Sometimes just because you're open for 3 doesn't mean that that's a good shot. And I think we saw glimpses of that against Centennial where we passed up the 3 and were able to go inside. Drive the basket. The other thing is getting out in transition, trying to get some easy baskets to help generate offense. So, they really got off to a good start against Centennial. They led at halftime, Mark.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it was that fourth quarter where things just sort of unraveled. And so, again, hopefully this can be a fast start. And then once they get up, they've got to be able to finish and get back to sort of that killer instinct.
We'll take a break here on the pregame show. It's Dowling and Mason City, the boys' game. About set to tip off. Earlier tonight, the Dowling girls a winner 79-38 over Mason City in game 1 of our doubleheader. We'll return for the starting lineups when we return here to the Dowling Gym after these messages here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Dowling Catholic Sports is provided by Two Rivers Glass and Door, creating commercial glass and aluminum storefronts. Also serving your home needs by creating custom frameless shower doors, mirrors, glass tabletops, and specialty glass. Two Rivers Glass and Door. Design, fabrication, and installation. 515-222-4860. Online at tworiversglass.com. Two Rivers Glass and Door. Serving imaginations since 1992.
Thank you to Toomey & Sons for your support of Dowling Catholic High School basketball. Toomey & Sons is an Italian family restaurant with old country authentic Italian food. Enjoy the local atmosphere where you may even spot a priest, politician, or even Willie Farrell. Take advantage of Toomey & Sons bocce ball court with the kids while enjoying Toomey's homemade bread, pasta, and real Italian homemade desserts. Toomey & Sons is located on Southeast 1st Street, just south of downtown Des Moines and around the corner from Graziano Brothers. 515-282-7976, ToomeyandSons.net.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym as Denny O'Grady is set to introduce the starting lineups, and we also want to welcome our officials back for the second game, Thomas and Ryan George, little father-son duo. We love seeing that. And they are working with Jared Kramer tonight, so we appreciate their hard work. Anytime we have the officials, we need to recognize them. And, folks, we need more officials. We need ex-coaches and more officials. How's that?
So it's a tough job.
If you see a Swain family member, whether it's father, son, or brother, let me know and get the heck out of the gym. Evacuate immediately if you ever see that combination out there and those guys in the striped
That's not going to happen.
All right, let's take a look at the lineups tonight. Starting lineups for Mesa City. The Mohawks under sixth-year head coach Nick Trask. They come in with a record of 5-9, 2-6 in Iowa Conference play. Mohawks have lost 6 in a row. They did win 3 of their last 6 games. Now they've lost 6 in a row at one point, and they've lost 2 of their last 3 games. So they're coming off a 6-game losing streak. They defeated Fort Dodge at Fort Dodge last Monday, and then Friday night losing at home to number 8 Waukee 72-54. They'll start this lineup at one guard, Carter Thomas, a 6-foot sophomore, averaging 9 points and leads the team with 6 rebounds. He'll wear number 1. The other guard is Jeff Kornick, normally coming off the bench, a 6'2 freshman, and he'll wear number 3. And the third guard is Jeff Scogan, 5'11 senior, averaging 14.5 points, 4 rebounds, leads the team with 27 steals. He'll wear number 5. And the fourth guard, Corey Miner, 6-foot sophomore, averaging 13.5 points. Miner will wear number 11. And the lone post player is Brandon Shipman. Shipman gets the start, a 6'3 sophomore, and he averages 5.5 points, 3.5 rebounds. He'll wear number 25. So it's Thomas, Kornick, Scogan, Miner, and Shipman, the 5 on the floor that start for Mesa City. They come in averaging 60 points on offense, giving up 66.5 points on defense. They just snapped their 6-game losing streak to Fort Dodge, and they've lost 2 of their last 3, losing at Southeast Polk and home against Waukee, and the lone win was on the road at Fort Dodge a week ago last night, 72-64. Now for Dowling Catholic tonight, Maroons playing without Matt Stillwell, who averages 12 points and 3.5 rebounds. He is out with an ankle injury. They'll start this lineup at one guard, Michael Keel, 5'10 senior, averaging 3 points. He'll wear number 2. The other guard is Matt Riedel, a 6'3 junior, averaging 7 points. He'll wear number 24. At one forward for the Maroons, Drew Daniel, 6'6 senior, averaging 9 points in this season. Leads the team with 31 made threes. He'll wear number 32. And the other forward is Omaha Baloo, a 6'7 freshman, averaging 5 points, 3.5 rebounds, has 8 blocks on the season. And he'll wear number 40. And at center for Dowling, Ryan Riggs, 6'8 junior, battled the flu last week, 100% tonight. 6'8 junior is Riggs, averaging 11.5 points, 6.5 rebounds, leads the team with 23 blocks. He'll wear number 20. So it's Keel, Riedel at 2 guards, Drew Daniel and Omaha Baloo, the 2 forwards, and Ryan Riggs at center, and Riggs jumping it up against Carter Thomas, and the Maroons win the tip. We're underway, Mike Swain.
Dowling's got to go inside early and often, Mark.
Well, here you go. Riggs in the lane, and around the horn he goes inside. A shot up and good by Ryan Riggs over Jeff Kornick.
Yeah, Mason said he's got to be able to either front that, Mark, or come and double, but they're not going to be able to play behind Riggs tonight.
And we mentioned earlier about some of the keys. Dowling has to match that energy key that Matt Stillwell brings. Now, here they do. Keel with the steal. Down court, put up a shot. It sticks in the rim and the backboard. It's no good, obviously, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2, foul on Mason City, and that'll be on Carter Thomas.
That was a good steal by Michael Keel. He's got great hands, leads the team in steals this year, and he's very aggressive defensively.
Michael at the free throw line. First free throw good. Michael has the first points of the night. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Kemen, and Dental Associates. Second free throw good. Keel, a 76% free throw shooter, makes them both, and it's 4-0 Dowling. As Mason City with the basketball. Here's Corey Miner with it. Goes against Riedel in the lane, kicks it back out in the corner. Gets to Kornick, who gets the start tonight. Usually comes off the bench. Pull-up jumper in the lane, no good by Corey Miner. Rebound Dowling and Drew Daniel. Outlet pass goes to Riedel. Riedel down court. His shot up and no good. Drew the foul. And when the Maroons attack the glass, something usually good happens, a foul or a basket. This time it's a foul.
Yeah, great point, Mark. They held him to one shot and out. Good rebound. Getting out in transition. Good cross-court pass that time by Michael Keel. and Riedel running the floor.
Fouls on Cornick, who got the start tonight as a freshman, and Riedel's first free throw is good. Matt, a 65% free throw shooter on the year. And Dowling out to a 5-0 lead here early. Second free throw is coming, and it's good. So 4 of Dowling's 6 points are coming at the free throw line. 6-0 Maroons, and I'll give the Maroons an A+ right now. They have matched the energy that Stillwell brings, and Matt sitting right in front of you on the bench, part of the Dowling coaching staff tonight, out with that injured ankle. There's a shot no good by Mason City. Dowling in transition. Drew Daniel for 3, and it's good. Keel with the assist, and Daniel with the Toomey and Sons three-pointer, and Dowling out to a 9-0 lead early.
Well, Daniel picking up where he left off, Mark. Against Centennial, he was on fire from three-point range. That time just in the secondary break.
Now Mason City, Cornick coming off a flex cut on the right block, shoots and scores. And now Dowling the other way, a shot no good by Riggs. And the rebound comes out to Mason City. So both teams pushing the ball up court. It's 9-2 Dowling. 6:15 remaining here in the first quarter. Now a pull-up jumper no good from the right side by Scogan. And the rebound out to Dowling. And now the Maroons running. Keel lobs to Riggs in the corner to Daniel for 3. Good! Drew Daniel, a corner 3 from the left side. 12-2 Maroons.
Well, good catch by Riggs. That was almost thrown out of bounds, but Riggs was able to grab it and then get it to the corner for the 3.
Yeah, Keel, the linebacker, not probably the quarterback that you would think. And just enough touch that Riggs was able to get a hold of it. Now the ball poked out of bounds. Omaha Blue with defense and went off a Cornick.
It's very active right now. Hands, getting in passing lanes, a lot of deflections by the Dowling Maroons, and Mason City going to press here for the first time tonight.
Here's a sight for you. Dave Marcouli and Matt Mandring sitting there on about the 4th row on the right. My color guys in football at a basketball game. Hang on. Here's Ballou with a slam dunk, missed it. It hits off the back iron, careens back to the Mason City bench, and picked up by Corey Minor. Mason City gets the ball after the missed shot by Ballou. Omaha a little too far out to launch it. And now a shot in the lane. It's no good by Carter Thomas. Put a nice move on Omaha there.
Mark, if there's a good missed dunk, that was it. That was a fantastic missed dunk.
Ball went way in the air. Now Riedel for 3. It's short. Ball slapped around, and coming away with it is Corey Minor and Mason City. They go 4 out and nobody in. No, 5 out, nobody in right here. It's pass and cut for Mason City. As Austin Richardson now in the lineup. A long 3, it's no good by the Mohawks. That was Scogan with the miss. Rebound comes out to Dowling. Ballou with it in the corner to Daniel. Drew for 3, it's no good. Riggs with the rebound. Underneath to Daniel, reverse layup, good. Timeout Mason City.
Yeah, that was a great cut by Drew Daniel after the miss. And Ryan Riggs with a good rebound and finding Drew cutting to the basket for the easy bucket.
Dowling 14. Mason City 2, Dowling with its largest lead of 12 points here. Earlier tonight, the Dowling girls a winner over Mason City, 79-38 in game 1 of our doubleheader. We want to recognize our supporters and sponsors. They include R&R Realty Group, Mercy One, Two Rivers Glass and Door, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. Alongside Mike Swain, I'm Mark Amadale. Dowling Gym tonight for a girls and boys basketball doubleheader. And Friday night, we'll be back at the Dowling Gym for senior night. And that's always an emotional night. You see seniors who've been in the program sometimes as much as 4 years, plus the little kids, and they'll be recognized between games on Friday, Mike.
Yeah, always a memorable night for seniors and their parents and the coaching staff. Time to thank those guys for what they've done for the program.
And their parents and their families, all the time invested. Out of the timeout, three-pointer up and good. That's Jeff Scogan. He's got a pretty good lineage as his dad, or his grandfather, Bob Horner, was a longtime coach here at Mason City, and now Riggs gets loose, and he shoots and scores his 4th point as he got loose in the left block. So another Scogan coming through, and that's part of the Horner family. Jeff Horner, outstanding player for Mason City and the University of Iowa.
I had some battles with the Horner family. So.
Yeah, I'll bet you have. Here's a pull-up jumper by Scogan, no good. Ball saved from going out of bounds. Good hustle that time by the freshman, Jeff Cornick, and he saved it off of Dowling's Ryan Riggs. And now the ball goes down the hall.
Wow.
And they get it back. All right.
Big possession for Mason City here, Mark. I mean, you're down 11. If you can get this thing under double digits and just let Dowling know you're going to be here for the rest of the game.
Joe Stracco in for Dowling. He replaces Keel. In the lane, shot blocked. That was Minor going down the lane. Riggs with the block. Omaha Blue underneath. Lisa for Daniel, and Drew shot up and good. He took it right up through Brandon Shipman.
Yeah, you can just see the problems, Mark, right now that Mason City is having with Dowling's height. Just no way of getting a hand up on any of these guys if they catch in the block.
Carter Thomas with it. Mason City with the ball. Poked away, and Omaha Blue diving for the loose ball. Now Strackel pokes it away. Back into the hands of Mason City's Jeff Scogan. Corner 3 right side is short. Rebound Daniel and Dowling. This is Drew Daniel. Pressure in the backcourt by Mason City. He'll hand it off to Joe Strackel. So it's Ballou, Riggs, and Simon Daniel, along with Drew Daniel and Joe Strackel, the 5 on the floor for Dowling. Coach O'Connor mentioned Simon Daniel will get a lot of playing time tonight. Now reverse layup, no good by Ballou, and he'll draw the foul. Or he'll pick up the foul, rather. He went right through Shipman, and on Omaha, his first.
Yeah, that was a good aggressive move. A little underhand scoop by Ballou. Just couldn't get it to fall. But, again, I like shots in the paint, Mark. If they to be aggressive and try and get that ball in there, I'll take that anytime.
18-5 is our score. Dowling with the lead. Under 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Mason City with the basketball. This is Jeff Scogan. Right wing pass goes to Shipman. Brandon Shipman, the 6'3 sophomore. Very young Mason City team. In the lane, a shot up and no good. And we got a Carter Thomas in the lane. He drew the foul. It'll be on Joe Strackel, his first, and Thomas to the line. Mason City dressing 4 seniors, 4 sophomores, and 4 freshmen. No juniors on the roster, Mike, so no seniors returning next year for Mason City.
Yeah, really young team, and certainly getting some good experience here.
And the second of 2 free throws by Carter Thomas is good.
Looks like Mason City is going to go to a 3-2 zone here, Mark, to try and help with Dowling's inside presence. A little surprised we didn't see this earlier.
Strackel between the circles gets to Simon Daniel, right side to Omaha Ballou, to Strackel at the free throw line in the lane. A little teardrop, it's up and it's short. Drew Daniel gets the ball slapped out to him. He'll launch a 3, good. Drew Daniel with another Toomey and Sons 3-pointer here in the first half, and Drew is on fire as he's got 13 points. Now Mason City with the ball in the lane, and a shot no good. Rebound out to Dowling. Here's Simon Daniel with it. Skip pass to Drew. Corner 3 by Ballou. It's no good. Fight for the rebound, and Andrew Lynch in the lineup, and he pokes it out of bounds. And it'll be Mason City basketball as Riedel checks in for Omaha Ballou.
Dowling getting some good substitution. A lot of guys in right now, up 21-6. And overall, really good first quarter effort right now.
Dowling with its largest lead of 15 points here. Mason City with the ball in the lane. Pull-up jumper. No good by Minor. We got a loose ball foul. And I believe it'll be on Mason City. They're going to call it on Carter Thomas. That's his second. As Dowling will inbound the ball for Mason City on the floor. Carter Thomas, Jeff Scogan, Austin Richardson, Brandon Shipman. There's 4 of the 5 on the floor as Mason City in a 3-2 zone, as you mentioned earlier, Mike.
Good pass.
And Corey Minor. Maroons with the pass. Simon Daniel for 3. Good. Simon.
That's great ball movement, Mark. They got the ball inside, ran it all the way around the circle, and then back to Simon Daniel for a 3. That's the kind of place where you want to hit that 3.
Simon with his 3rd 3 of the year. Now Mason City in the lane. Shot no good by Corey Minor. Rebounded by Drew Daniels, having quite a first half. Leaves it for Strackel down the lane. His shot no good. Ball slapped out to Drew Daniel. His 3-pointer no good. And rebound Carter Thomas and Mason City. Pass goes down to Minor. And Minor leaves it nicely for Jeff Scogan, who scores on the right side.
Nice little 2-man game there. Good hustle by Scogan that time, getting down the floor for the easy bucket.
Inside a minute here in the first quarter. Dowling 24, Mason City 8. Simon Daniel coming off a ball screen, tried to get it to Lynch, who set the screen. Now his double team. He throws it away. Jeff Scogan with the steal, and the ball is on the rim. They're going to call basket interference on Mason City. Scogan's shot rolled around the rim, and guess who? The senior, Richardson, tipped it while the ball was in the cylinder to wipe out the basket.
Yeah, I thought it had a chance of going in there, Mark. So unfortunate break for Mason City. Teammate tipped it out, and it's going to go the other way.
Didn't international play allow that when it's in the cylinder?
They did, that's right.
I haven't got that to the college or high schools yet. That's another thing to put on Coach O'Connor's plate when he's
That's right.
going to try to bring the shot clock to high school basketball.
I'm all for it.
Let's start with the shot clock, and we can worry about the basket interference later.
Absolutely.
20 seconds remaining. Dowling with the ball. Possession arrow favors Mason City. So Maroons trying to hold for the last shot. Riggs gets it out to Stracco. Dribbles near half court. Now gets to Lynch. He's double team over to Simon Daniel. Simon looking inside to Riggs. Can't get it to him. Reverse pass goes to Lynch. Stolen away by Thomas. Carter Thomas with it. Now a three-pointer by Shipman at the horn. It's no good. And we have come to the end of the first quarter of play here at the Dowling Gym with the score. Dowling 24, Mason City 8, along with Mike Swain, Mark Amadale back with the second quarter in this boys contest on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Dowling Catholic Sports 365 is provided in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic with 2 licensed optometrists, Barbara Sheets, a Dowling Catholic graduate, and Dr. Todd Pedig. The Ashworth Vision Clinic team provides complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and pre- and post-operative care. Ashworth Vision Clinic is located at Ashworth and 60th Street in West Des Moines. 515-440-4610. Online at ashworthvision.com.
The Catholic Tuition Organization provides the best tax savings over any other charitable giving in the state. 65% of your contribution directly reduces your Iowa income tax liability. Plus, there are still federal deductibility options to further save on taxes. Find details online, ctoiowa.org. All this for the kids and their future.
The home and away voice of Dowling Catholic Sports and Activities, Iowa Catholic Radio. KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
Hey, we're back here at the Dowling Gym, underway here in the second quarter. Dowling boys leading 24-8 over Mason City. Earlier tonight, the Dowling girls a winner over Mason City, 79-38, as we had the running clock in the second half in that contest. Maroons were 4 for 4 at the free throw line. Dowling knocking down 4 to me and Sons three-pointers in that first half, or first quarter. 3 by Drew Daniel and 1 by Simon Daniel. Mason City 1 three-pointer. They went 1 for 2 at the free throw line, led by Jeff Scoggins, 5 points as we're underway here in the second quarter. Mason City going against Dowling's like man-to-man defense here. As Carter Thomas now with the pass, stolen away by Michael Keel. He did that to start the game. He gets the layup out of it. It's good. Michael Keel.
Another steal by Riedel.
And Maroons off a little bit of a press. Riedel with the shot. It's no good, but a foul on Mason City. And Dowling came away with the press off made basket there, Mike, as Scoggin picked up his first foul.
Yeah, Riedel actually just sort of stepped in front of the guard, and sloppy play by Mason City. Didn't see him and turned it over. And another good steal by Michael Keel.
So Riedel at the line. He's 2 for 2 tonight. First free throw is up and good. Riedel on the year, a 65% free throw shooter. 14 foul on Mason City, 2 on Dowling as we're underway here in the second quarter. I want to thank Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Dental Associates, and Kemen for supporting our broadcast. Second free throw good by Matt Riedel. He's got 4 points tonight, all at the free throw line, and Dowling's lead swells to 20 here in the first half. Mason City with the basketball. Austin Richardson with it. Top of the key it goes to Jeff Scoggin. Dowling playing man-to-man defense. Carter Thomas with it. Now swings it right side to Richardson. Scoggin on the baseline. Now kicks it back to Richardson for 3. Good. Austin Richardson. His first 3. And it's a 28-11. Dowling with the lead. Nice little two-man game there by Mason City. Here's Riggs with it. Corner 3 on the right side. Gets it out to Michael Keel. Keel over to Drew Daniel. Drew down the lane he goes. Reverse layup. Good. He split the difference and went right around Richardson did Drew Daniel. He's got 15 points here, Mike.
Really nice job by Drew Daniel and Mason City's defense. Someone's got to step in and take a charge there. There was a perfect opportunity.
Corner 3 up and good. Austin Richardson for 3.
He's, Mark only shooting 30% on the year from 3, but Richardson now with back-to-back 3s. So got to find him now.
Richardson with his 9th and 10th threes of the year. Now dribble handoff. Ballou gets to Keel. To Riedel. Lob pass right block. Triple team now is Riggs, and he threw it away. Tried to get it to Ballou on the baseline, and good defense that time by Corey Miner, who makes the steal. Pull-up jumper with the left hand. No good. Rebound Dowling. Maroons with it. Here's Omaha Blue. Splits the difference and tries a slam dunk, and he misses the dunk. Put back up and good by Drew Daniel, who has 17. Poor Omaha. Two attempts at a dunk.
Two attempts.
Who's the dunk coach?
Two misses. I don't know. I hope it's not O'Hare.
Well, he's in the other gym. He didn't hear you, but he will find out that you said that. Usually it's me. 32-14 Dowling, 5.5 remaining, second quarter. Dowling Gym, glad you could join us tonight. Tuesday night of high school girls and boys basketball. Blue with the steal into the hands of Riedel, and now a whistle and a backcourt foul on Mason City. And that'll be on Scogan in his second.
Yeah, just sort of a frustration foul there. Turnover, and Scogan with the reach.
Well, we mentioned earlier that Matt Stillwell not playing tonight for Dowling, out with an injured ankle. He's questionable for Friday's game against Urbandale as he twisted it severely in the final minute in the Dowling win at taking on number 9 Dubuque Hempstead on Saturday. Now Omaha Ballou, and his shot up and good. This time he didn't dunk it. It scores. Nice move by Ballou.
That was a great spin move that time by Omaha Ballou. And again, he could have taken that three-point shot mark, but instead put it on the floor.
Now Mason City in the lane. A shot no good by Scogan. Ball safe and going out of bounds by Scogan into the hands of Riggs. But my point was going to be is Dowling now is going to have a little run out here. And Riedel with the basket on the layup. And Matt Riedel now with 6 points. And we've got a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 4 minutes, 52 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 36-14, Dowling over Mason City. And as I was going to say, matching Matt Stillwell's injury that he brings from that point guard, his dribble penetration, sets everybody else up. Drew Daniel has matched that tonight. 17 first-half points. He's got some garbage points, and he's got some big baskets from beyond the perimeter.
He has. He's been very good from three-point range. He's put the ball on the floor and attacked the basket, which is something we haven't seen from him in prior games, Mark. And if they can get that out of him, and if they can get Omaha attacking at the rim, and then you throw in Matt Stillwell attacking at the rim, now all of a sudden this team puts a lot of pressure on defenses. And that's what we weren't getting in that 5-game losing streak. A lot of settling for jump shots and three-pointers outside.
I'd like to see Matt back in the uniform. He's sitting blended in with Coach Nahas and David Combs and Nick Wagner on the bench in the sweater vest. And we want to see him out there. So a three-pointer from the corner out of the Mason City timeout is no good by Cornick. Rebound Dowling. And reverse layup up and good again, Drew Daniel. The basket will count and a foul on Mason City. Drew with 19 points here in the first half for Dowling.
It's just a concerted effort by the Dowling Maroons tonight to get out and run. Their turnovers and rebounding have led to runouts, and they've made good decisions on the break. That time, a great decision by Drew Daniel to attack the rim.
Austin Richardson picks up the foul. That's his first, 16th foul on Mason City. And Drew Daniel with 19 first-half points. 4.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. And the free throw is no good. Ball slapped around as Andrew Lynch kept it alive. And the rebound out to Mason City as Riggs now goes to the bench. Now underneath, a shot off the glass, no good. A little too strong, but a foul called. Carter Thomas with the miss, but he'll go to the free throw line for Mason City. And Keogh will pick up the foul on Michael, his first.
It's been tough offensively. It's been about the only thing that has gone right is attacking the basket for Mason City, putting the ball on the floor and trying to draw some contact when they get inside.
Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio, brought to you in part by Catholic Tuition Organization, R&R Realty Group. Our thanks also to Two Rivers Glass and Door and Mercy One. Second free throw good by Carter Thomas. He has 2 points tonight, both at the free throw line where he's 2 for 4. 38-15, Dowling with the lead. A little token pressure in the backcourt by Mason City. Dowling breaks it. It's Keogh, Drew Daniel, Simon Daniel, Andrew Lynch, and Omaha Ballou, the 5 on the floor for Dowling, and traveling called on Simon. Simon Daniel with the turnover.
Yeah, Simon hasn't handled the double team very well. Mason City has done that a couple times, and that's the second turnover off the double team. So got to just be a little bit strong with the ball, anticipate that defender is coming.
Michael Keel will have a seat on the bench. Joe Stracco back in to the Dowling lineup. At the 4-minute mark, 38-15 Maroons. Mason City with the basketball. Corey Minor with it. Skip pass goes over to Scogan. Jeff with it. To Corey Minor. Minor dribble drives the lane. Jump stop. Pull-up jumper on a fadeaway. Missed everything. Rebound Scogan. And we have a jump ball.
It's going to be Dowling ball on the alternate possession. So
Scogan was on one end. Was it Stracco?
Stracco was the one who tied that up.
Now full court pressure by Mason City. Looks like a little 2-2-1 full court press by the Mohawks. Stracco with it. Simon Daniel is his partner. Now they get across the timeline. Here's Drew Daniel with it. What a first half he's had. Corner. The pass goes to Ballou for three. Good. Omaha Ballou with the corner three left side. That's a 2 million Suns three-pointer and his 5th point.
It's amazing what defense and rebounding will do for a team's offense, and that's what's happened tonight, Mark. It's been good on all ends.
Scogan for three, right wing for Mason City. It's no good. Rebound, Andrew Lynch and Dowling. As we approach the 3-minute mark here in the first half, at halftime we'll be joined by members of the Dowling girls basketball team who won game 1 tonight, 79-38. And we've got 3 seconds in the lane on Dowling. I think they got Lynch there for camping out a little too long.
Yeah, he just had a foot in the paint there. I thought he was outside the lane, but Andrew had a foot in, didn't realize it, and 3-second count.
Well, the veteran of the George family who's refereeing tonight, that'd be Thomas George. He and his son Ryan are 2 of our referees with Jared Kramer, and he says he counted up to maybe 3.5 and had to blow the whistle. So turnover against Dowling. Mason City with the ball. Carter Thomas, pull-up jumper, left elbow, no good. Rebound poked away. Stracco with it to Simon Daniel. Maroons with a lob pass underneath to Andrew Lynch, and Simon threw it just above Lynch. He might have got that playing tight end on the football team, but not here. A little too close.
Yeah, I think LeBron could have come down with that, but Andrew Lynch, no.
Andrew gave it a go, and Simon Daniel will check out of the Dowling lineup, replaced by Matt Riedel. So it's Riedel and Stracco, Drew Daniel, Andrew Lynch, and Omaha Ballou. 5 on the floor for Dowling, 2.5 minutes remaining. 41-15. Dowling leading Mason City here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Mark Amadeo, Mike Swain from the Dowling gym tonight. Non-division game here in the CIML. Here's Miner working against Riedel. Picks up his dribble, and the ball on the pass stolen away by Lynch, and he'll go down and lay it in, but a foul from behind on Jeff. And free throws coming for Andrew Lynch.
Yeah, it was sort of a push in the back, very close to being a intentional foul, but officials not calling that.
Cornick picks up the 2nd foul, and if you're going for the ball, it's a common foul.
That's right.
If you're pushing off the ball, then you're into a different category potentially of intentional foul.
I think if it was a harder push and had Andrew gone down, I think that's when the official would have called that. But
is that how they explained it to you, to
no.
your dad when you were coaching?
We didn't get many explanations when we asked.
I think your dad would have if he would have just piped down and quit calling.
That could have been.
They couldn't tell if you were yelling at the officials, yelling at the kids, yelling at the cheerleaders.
I was yelling at everybody.
Everybody, yeah. First free throw, no good. Second one, good by Riedel. Matt tonight with 7 points, 42-15. Mason City with the ball, and a shot by Carter Thomas. I think it slipped out of his hands. No good. Rebound Ballou. Omaha with it. In the front court, jump stops, gets it out to Stracco. Final 2 minutes of the first half, and Dowling with the ball. Stracco in the lane, and it's bumped, and foul on Mason City. Out of bounds, they're going to say here, Mike.
Yeah, well, that'll actually send Stracco to the line, Mark. Mason City with 8 team fouls, so Stracco will shoot a 1-and-1 for Dowling.
Neil Gogardy, who's in the lineup, 5'8" senior for head coach Nick Trask. Coach Trask in his 6th year at Mesa City, and Gogardy off the bench. He just committed the foul, and Stracco will go to the line for a 1-and-1. And the first free throw up, and no good. A rare miss for Joe. 78% free throw shooter for Dowling. He and Keel are the top 2 free throw shooters, along with Lynch. All shoot above 70. A long three. It's no good by Carter Thomas, but rebound tracked down by Austin Richardson, and a reach-in foul on Riedel. So Matt will pick up his first foul, and that'll be team foul number 4 on Dowling with 1:40 remaining here in the second quarter. Out of bounds to Mason City here, Mike, underneath their own basket.
I think if you're the Dowling bench, you just want to, and coaching staff, you want to just finish out this half strong, Mark. 42-15. It's been a good 2 quarters here, but don't let up this last minute 39.
All right, Shipman with it for Mason City. Again, Mason City, tallest guy is 6'3". And that is Richardson, who's on the court. Isaiah Washington checking in, number 15 for the Mohawks. He has on the left block. Now gets it back out to Shipman for 3. It's in and out, no good. Almost got it down, then the net spit it out. Rebound out to Dowling. 42-15 Maroons. 1:15 to play. And now Lynch underneath. Tried to get it under inside to Adam Bialczak, who just checked in for the Maroons, the 6'6 junior, and it was a deflected out of bounds as they went off Bialczak. So turnover against Dowling. Mason City with the ball, 65 seconds remaining in the half. Here's Richardson with it. Fadeaway jumper, in and out, no good. Rebound, Lynch and Dowling.
It's like the third fadeaway I've seen Mason City take tonight. You don't see a lot of that, but they haven't been very successful with it.
Now Stracco works the left side, bring the ball down court, through the pass, Omaha Blue, and it deflected off of him right into Coach Trask of Mason City. Out of bounds to Mason City. 50 seconds remaining in the half. Mason City with the ball. Carter Thomas works the left side. Ball stolen away by Omaha Blue. Blue all the way down court, and he will in and out, no good, missed a dunk. Rebounded by Riedel, and it's good.
Coach Riedel yelling for Omaha to get back on D. That is third missed dunk.
9 points for Riedel. This was an uncontested dunk, and now a whistle and a foul on Stracco.
I'm not sure I've seen 3 missed dunks by a player and a half.
Well, stick around and you will, especially around here. I asked you who the dunk coach was at Dowling. Is it Coach 1? No, it's not Henkinius. Is it Coach 2, Coach Combs? Nope. Is it Nick Wagner? Possibly. Nah. I'll give it to Nahas. He's the tallest one out there.
Could be Jim.
All right. 44-15 is our score. Dowling with the lead, 20 seconds remaining. Mason City a long three. It's no good by Carter Thomas.
I expect to hold for one here, Mark, with 14 seconds.
Yep, Keel with the rebound, and he'll just dribble in the front court with 10 seconds. Possession arrow favors Mason City. Keel dribbles inside, leaves it for Ballou for three in the corner. Good. Well, he can't hit 3 dunks, but he can hit a couple of threes. And it's good from the left corner, Omaha Ballou. And we go to halftime with Omaha having 2 threes and 1 2-point basket. How about that?
That's right. So 2 threes and 3 missed dunks.
Yeah. He has 8 points.
Almost makes up for that.
Should have been in double figures.
Right.
We'll work on the dunk coach at Dowling. 47. Did you guys have that problem much at Lincoln? Oh, yeah, you did. You had some players.
I had some guys that get up.
Who was the dunk coach at Lincoln, may I ask, back in the day?
I'll give that to Phil Chia.
Well, he's the athletic director now. You can't put that pressure on him.
No, that's when he was with us. He was the dunk coach.
All right. Halftime score, 47-15. The Dowling boys lead Mason City. We come back. We got an interview with one of the Dowling girls. We'll catch up with her. The Dowling girls are winner tonight, 79-38 over Mason City. We'll return to the Dowling gym after these messages here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Hi, this is Father Mitch Pacwa. And our Lord said if you give a cup of cold water to a disciple because he's a disciple, you get a disciple's reward. We thank you for your support of Catholic Radio because we are trying to be faithful disciples, and we trust that as you are generous, our Lord will also reward you with a disciple's reward.
You can give securely online at iowacatholicradio.com, the Iowa Catholic Radio app, or call 515-223-1150.
Do you have a story? Well, God wants to hear it. Maybe you can't donate money or volunteer your time, but that doesn't mean that you can't evangelize for the Lord. Iowa Catholic Radio is on a mission of evangelization, and you can help by sharing your testimony with us. Just call 515-223-1150 and tell us how Iowa Catholic Radio has impacted your life. Or you can also email your testimony to contact@kwky.com.
The home and away voice of Dowling Catholic Sports and Activities, Iowa Catholic Radio. KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
And welcome back to the Dowling gym. Mark Amadale, Mike Swaim here at halftime. The Dowling boys lead Mason City 47-15, and now joined by one of the members of the Dowling girls basketball team. I don't think we've had you on yet, Emma, but Emma Gipple joins us, and thanks for joining us. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
And it's hard to believe you are just a sophomore, because last year as a freshman, you've gained a lot of confidence in 1 year, and Lord knows what will happen. And working under Caitlin Clark and company, what a year you had so far. And Emma, you're, a couple more games left in the regular season. Welcome, first of all. Thanks for joining us. Everybody else abandoned you. Usually one of the coaches will be here, Coach Meyer, Coach Babinette, or Coach Danner, but you're flying solo tonight with me. So
I know, they just left.
They did. They left you. And you got schoolwork, I'm sure, to get done, on a Tuesday night game. Luckily, you're home. But, Emma, talk about this season. You come in. Let's see. Look at you're averaging 5 points, 5 rebounds. You've knocked down 8 3-pointers. That was all going in tonight, and you knocked down 1 tonight. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Your confidence, shooting-wise, I think has improved a year ago. Do you feel the same?
Yeah, I've worked a lot over the off season, so I feel like it just kind of reflects my shots I put up over the season.
Now, that's a key point. Working hard in the off season, because in the off season, what we call it off season, you're also involved with softball. So you're battling a couple sports, which we'd love to see, multi-sport athletes, and you have many of them on your team. But it's all about organization. It is during the school year when it's the books, practice, basketball. Well, off season, you got to find time to give to that other sport, and you've done that.
Definitely, yeah.
How do you work it?
Well, obviously in the off season I make softball a priority, but I always find time in the gym to shoot. There's a lot of gym time open, so
Sure.
I'll text one of the teammates. We'll get in here on the gun and get a couple 30 minutes shots up.
Well, you have to. A lot of reps, especially on the basketball side, dribbling, obviously the shot. But basketball-wise, it's been quite the year, and I know you have, a few more days. You're going to have senior night, and Dowling girls have 6 seniors you're going to say so long to officially, but hopefully there's a lot more basketball. Now that comes this Friday night. And talk about what they've meant to you as an underclassman, because you started last year as a freshman, gained confidence. This year you're playing a lot more and playing a lot better. And when I saw you knock down a couple threes in those early games, I was like, oh, my goodness, you mean business. Talk about what the senior class has meant to you, Emma Gipple.
Well, obviously, Caitlin, it's Caitlin Clark, so
really,
it's crazy to play with such a high caliber teammate like that.
She's something
and
else.
She really pushes you at practices and always gets pulls the best out of everyone. I think, and the rest of them, Nye's just so fun to be around and stuff. Grace and B, and Aaron's just smiling the whole time, so it's awesome. And I love Meg's just so fun. So they're all just fun to be around. They've barely pushed us all this year, work hard. And we're trying to get that state championship. So. Well,
there's a lot of games between now and then. And Emma, I know the intensity that is created by Caitlin. Mm-hmm. She raises everybody up a notch, including the coaching staff, including the broadcasters, including the fans. She plays with such high intensity. And keep in mind, she's a gold medalist. She's played on all those Olympic teams, 16 and under, 18 and under. But she makes everybody better. But you can see the competitiveness, and I think she gets disappointed because at times she gets frustrated when her teammate doesn't make a play, which she thought she could make. And, that's a different caliber of game making night in. But she's raised everybody's ability on your team, and that's what it's about. You guys, tonight, I think we had 12 players score for Dowling, and that says a lot about the program right there when you can bring in everybody, and you're playing a team that's in the top 15 in Class 4A. So that says a lot about what you guys do each and every night.
Yeah, definitely. She just pushed, she knows, how high we can play or, how good we can play, and she just, if we don't meet her expectations, then she's going to be disappointed. And it's, she's good at, encouraging us, too. So there's definitely a balance that she finds.
Well, let's talk about Saturday's game. You go over to Iowa City. Unfortunately, it wasn't in Central Iowa. It's over there. Big crowd. Number 1 versus number 2, and you're taking on the Jones, one of the there's 2 more Jones girls going through City High. What a matchup that had to be. Talk about playing in that environment, Emma.
Yeah, it was crazy. Their fans came out that day. I don't know. We just came out. We knew that they would come out on 1-3-1, and we had to move the ball around and get other people touches and stuff, because if Caitlin's the only one scoring, then there was no way we had a chance. Sure. So we knew also they had 3 D1 girls, and the younger Jones is going to be. So we had to defend that, and 3-point shots coming from everywhere and stuff. So, I mean, we played hard, but the 18 turnovers and the lots of fouls that we had were not helpful. And so we it's crazy how we only lost by 2, and we still had that so much more that we could have done. And it's good to know for the future and stuff.
How exciting has it been? We talk about Caitlin Clark, but Brianna Rodriguez, a game tying 3 against Johnson before Christmas, and unfortunately later you end up losing that game. But how about Simplot's 3 to tie it before City High went ahead? There's been some exciting moments in the end of games.
Oh yeah, definitely. And the seniors, anybody on the court can step up and make a 3. Julian Moore knocks down a couple.
Saw that.
They can all hit from everywhere, so it's hard to defend us sometimes when everyone on the court can knock down a 3.
Visit with Emma Gipple from Dowling Catholic, the sophomore who's visited with me here at halftime. Dowling boys lead at halftime over Mesa City, 47-15, and you guys are now, you got games number 20 and 21 coming up. You only played 21 in the season, so Urbandale again on Friday. It's senior night and taking on a top 15 team in Urbandale. And the Gymphy sisters, they're not an easy task. They're pretty good. Talk about the second time facing them, Emma, this Friday.
Well, we knew playing them the first time that we had a week off, and so it's kind of hard to get into the mindset of a game, especially like a snow day happened, so we had the game on Saturday. So I feel like we were just not mentally ready for that game, and so we know we can play better, and we did not give them their best the first time. So this time I think we're ready to. It's senior night. It'll be fun. Hope it'll get a crowd.
And you'll be back in your regular rotation of Tuesday, Friday. The forecast looks good. That's one thing we always do. Last Friday we were up at Centennial. We look at the forecast for tonight. Snow on the horizon. We know Mason City's not going to drive when there's snow on the horizon, but thank goodness it stayed south, and we're playing tonight, so you're back into your routine. Then you have all next week off.
Yes.
You're going to practice a lot next week.
Definitely.
Emma, thanks for joining us. Best of luck to you guys, and I want to congratulate you. You've improved your game mightily. Starting as a freshman at Dowling is not easy, and you've improved a lot, and I look forward to the games as a junior and senior, but more importantly this year, and not so much here, but down at Wells Fargo Arena, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely.
Emma, thank you.
Thank you.
Emma Gipple, my halftime guest. We'll take a break and come back. Dowling leading at halftime 47-15. Back in 1 minute here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Dowling Catholic Sports 365 is provided in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic with 2 licensed optometrists, Barbara Sheets, a Dowling Catholic graduate, and Dr. Todd Pedig. The Ashworth Vision Clinic team provides complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and pre- and post-operative care. Ashworth Vision Clinic is located at Ashworth and 60th Street in West Des Moines, 515-440-4610, online at ashworthvision.com.
The Catholic Tuition Organization provides the best tax savings over any other charitable giving in the state. 65% of your contribution directly reduces your Iowa income tax liability. Plus, there are still federal deductibility options to further save on taxes. Find details online, ctoiowa.org. All this for the kids and their future.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym, underway here in the second half. Mark Amadale alongside Mike Swain. I want to thank Emma Gipple for being our halftime guest as Dowling boys lead 47-15 over Mason City. And Mason City has the first possession, Mike, and a turnover.
Yeah, Dowling defense picking up right where they left off. So let's see if they can continue this momentum.
Maroons led in the first half by Drew Daniel with 19 points, Ryan Riggs with 4, and now Mason City coming away with the basketball, and they throw it away. Here's Keel with the steal. Gets to Riedel underneath. His layup is good. Matt Riedel shoots and scores.
That was a good decision by Michael Keogh to give that ball off to Riedel, and then a good aggressive drive.
10 points for Riedel. He had 8 at halftime, and now Mason City the other way. They get it in their half court. And a shot up and no good. A whistle and a foul on Dowling. And this will be on Drew Daniel, his first foul. First foul of the second half. Free throws coming for Corey Minor, who was scoreless for Mason City in the first half.
Hey, you look at Dowling, 19 out of Drew Daniel in that first half, 10 out of Ryan Riedel in that first half, and 8 out of Omaha Ballou. Very well could have been closer to 12 if a couple of those dunks go in.
And the second free throw is good by Minor. He has 2 points tonight, 49-17 Dowling. Maroons, if they get a 35-point lead or more, will have the running clock like we did in the girls' game. And here is Riggs from the right elbow all the way down, and a layup good by Ryan Riggs. Took his man downtown.
Yeah, it just looks so much different than where he was the other night, Mark, against Centennial.
Now three-pointer up and good by the lefty, Corey Minor. He's got 5 points, all 5 of Mason City's points here in the third quarter, 51-20 Dowling. And now Riedel in the lane, his shot up and no good. Drew the foul. Blocking foul called on Mason City. This will be on Minor, I believe. Nope, they're going to get Cornick for it, his third.
Excuse me, Mark. That time Mason City tried to double the ball off of that first pass. Riedel was able to get through that double team, but that's something that Dowling needs to watch going forward here.
All right, Riedel the free throw line, hits the first free throw. 52-20. Dowling with the lead. Reeder with his 11th point. Also, Omaha Blue with 8 points in the first half. Second free throw is no good. Rebound Mason City. They bring it down court. They work the left side. They get it over to Shipman. Now corner three from the left side is no good by Scogan. Rebound Riggs and Dowling. Here's Michael Keel to join us late. Matt Stillwell not dressed tonight. Out with an injured ankle for Dowling. Hopefully he'll be back on Friday. And now Ballou takes it in the lane, and he draws the foul. That'll be on Austin Richardson, his second.
Well, again, you just start to see the confidence that Omaha Ballou is getting. That time, Mark, he could have forced the three. Instead, he pump faked, put that ball on the floor, and attacked, and now he gets a couple shots at a free throw.
And Blue's first free throw is good. Omaha with 9 points tonight, as Dowling jumped out to a 24-8 first quarter lead and outscored Mason City 23-7 in that second quarter to lead 47-15 at halftime. Now we've got 6:15 remaining here in the third quarter. Now a lane violation on Ballou. They'll wipe out the free throw. He has 9 points.
Second time we've seen a violation from Omaha Ballou. That happened in the Centennial game, and he starts to drift forward to the basket a little bit rather than, just keeping that foot planted.
So they wipe off the free throw. Mason City the other way. Corner three from the left side by Shipman is no good. Rebound Riedel. Riedel dribbling in traffic. Gets it to Keel. In the corner to Daniel. Drew for three on the right side. Off the mark. No good. Rebound Riedel.
Yeah.
Out to Omaha Ballou. He'll launch the three left wing. Off the mark. No good. And a rebound Scogan and Mason City. Mason City running. This is Corey Minor. Pull-up jumper. 15-footer left wing. No good. Rebound Ballou. Omaha now. Down court, around traffic. His shot up and good. Nice tough touch that time by Ballou, and he's got 11 points.
He is so comfortable in the open court, Mark.
Now steal by Ballou. Down court he goes, and he draws the foul, and he'll get 2 free throws. Foul on Mason City. This will be their third team foul. And we'll see who this is on.
Well, he handles the ball well, Mark, for a big guy, and he's got good speed. Mm-hmm. And then, he's just got long arms, and when he attacks that basket, very tough to stop.
He's got to he missed 3 dunks in the first half, but he had 8 points, made 2 threes. And it's kind of like a high jumper in track. Almost got to put tape down to where he can level. He got a little too deep, and I think that's affected where he let the ball go when he dunked it.
Yeah, the first one I'll give him a pass. That was a little bit far out, but the next two, it almost looked like he may have lost the ball going up on one of them.
That could be. Second free throw coming. And it rolls off the rim, no good. Tipped by Lynch, no good, but Daniel has it. Back to Lynch on the left block. His shot up and good. Good hustle between Lynch and Drew Daniel.
Yeah, nice job that time keeping it alive, and Dowling's done a great job tonight on the offensive glass.
Andrew Lynch with his first basket of the night. 5 minutes remaining. 57-20 Maroons, and now a whistle as we got the running clock with Dowling with a 37-point lead. Whistle and a foul on Ballou. Picks up the foul. So Ballou with his second foul. Inbounds play. And a shot is up and no good by Mason City. Dowling by 37. Daniel with it in the corner to Ballou. And Omaha will flush it through with 2 hands there from the left baseline. How about that?
That time he didn't miss. And I kind of believe there was maybe a little emphasis at halftime. Listen, if you're going to go up for that, you're going to make it.
I know it. Now Mason City dribbling down court, and Thomas commits the offensive charge foul as he ran right into Joe Stracco. And it'll be Corey Minor, not Thomas. Corey Minor with his first foul. But going back to Ballou, I think Coach O'Connor said, if you're going to dunk it, you better make it. Otherwise, don't dunk it.
No question about it. And that time he made sure, a little emphatic dunk with just a little hang on the rim, too.
The officials over here are going to hold up play as at the scorer's table as Jared Kramer, our lead official, talking with Kevin Oddie. And I think we got either a substitution issue or a scoring issue. So we're going to have a break in the action. So we'll take a break. 4:06 remaining, third quarter. Dowling 59, Mason City 20 here in this boys contest. Earlier tonight, the Dowling girls a winner by the score of 79-38 over Mason City. We'll take a 1-minute break and return here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Thank you, construction professionals, for underwriting our show, Man Up. Heard Mondays at 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. Construction professionals have been long supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio, and we've seen their work. It's beautiful.
They do remodeling or new construction that is innovative, functional, and designing what you want. It's a family business built on a strong foundation to create a new or remodeled home that is uniquely yours.
cpcustomhomes.com. From our family to yours, God bless. Thank you, construction professionals.
Thank you, Dental Associates, for underwriting Dowling Catholic Sports 365. With over 40 years' experience, Dental Associates is a group dental practice with the mission of promoting optimum health and well-being to all patients, providing preventative, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry for the entire family. Message underwritten by Dr. Kenton Gleichman, Dr. Steve Karbaka, Dr. Christine Mulcahy, and Dr. Ben Nagel. Dental Associates, addressing your smile, needs, and dreams. Online at DesMoines-DentalAssociates.com.
All right, back at the Dowling Gym as a book error on the Mesa City. They have somebody incorrectly listed in the scorer's book. 60-20, and a technical foul assessed to the Mohawks. That'll be their 14th foul. 2 on Dowling. 4 minutes remaining, third quarter. And everybody I have is correct, so something must have been misplaced in the book, and now we've got a whistle and a blocking foul called on Mason City. David Williamson just checked in, number 33. Also in there for Mason City, number 41, Malachi Johnson. And those numbers match up with mine, but something was written wrong in the scorer's book, and Kevin Ali, the Dowling official scorekeeper, did not have, he had a number off somehow.
Yeah, I think it was the number was 35 that was off, I believe, with the Mason City scorebook. And so by rule, and Dowling even tried to say, hey, listen, we don't need to do that, but the officials have to call it, Mark, unfortunately. So, all
right, Lynch misses both free throws. 60-20, the score remains. Dowling by 40. Mason City with the basketball. Here's Scogan for three. It's no good. Rebound, Stracco. He battled his way in there with 3:43 remaining. It's Stracco, Lynch, Adam Bialzak in there, Simon Daniel. And now a corner three by the 5th Maroon, and it's good. How about that? They work it around, and that is Sam Hughes for three. A Toomey & Sons three-pointer from the right corner.
Wow, it was really good ball movement, but you got to give a lot of credit to Hughes just coming off the bench and knocking down that three.
Basket good by Mason City the other way, as the foul is going to be on Stracco, his third. As Scogan shoots and scores for Mason City. That's his 7th point.
I'm not sure why the clock is not running here.
Doesn't run on free throws.
Oh, okay.
And Scogan hits the free throw. So Scogan with 8 points, and now a little pressure by Mason City. The ball knocked out of bounds. They say went off of Stracco, and good hustle that time by Mason City and Corey Minor, and a Dowling turnover there.
Yeah, hit it right off of his knee. And Mason City, they're going to fight to the end. You could see some pressing, trying to get up and down a little bit, force the action.
No, here's Scogan with it on the inbounds play. It leaves it for Malachi Johnson, another freshman, 5'11 freshman who played a lot in that sophomore game. Here's Johnson, Malachi in the lane, jump stop up, shot partially blocked by Lynch, and finally rebounded out of there by Simon Daniel. Dowling with the ball. Down court is Hughes. Sam underneath to Bialzak, and he scores. Adam Bialzak.
That's a good job by your big man running the floor. Bialzak right on the block.
65-23 Maroons. Now pull-up jumper from the left elbow. It's no good by Mason City. And Corey Minor. Rebound Dowling. Stracco underneath. To Bialzak. Pump fake. Has the ball stripped away. Gets it back to Stracco. 2.5 minutes remaining. Simon Daniel for three. It's no good. And the ball tipped out of bounds by Lynch as he went right over Malachi Johnson. Out of bounds to Mason City. Gamecock continues to run on the running clock here. The ball out of bounds. Will Yergay will check in for the Maroons, number 42. He'll replace Andrew Lynch. 65-23 Dowling. 2 minutes remaining, third quarter. Mark Amadale, Mike Swain tonight on Iowa Catholic Radio. Jeff Piggott is our studio producer. Reminder, our next broadcast will be this Friday night. Dowling hosting Urbandale on senior night for the Maroons. And now nice pass underneath, and a shot by Williamson is good. David Williamson, another freshman, shoots and scores. That's his first two of the night.
Really good cut to the basket that time, Mark. When the ball goes to the paint, if guys will just move without the ball to the basket, a lot of times you'll find yourself wide open.
And Yergay fakes the three from the right corner, takes it along the baseline and scores. And Will, who says golfers can't score, huh? 67-25. Now here is Scogan with the Euro step and scores from the left baseline. Jeff Scogan with 10 points, 67-27. Dowling over Mason City. Final minute. Underneath, Bialjak puts up a shot. It's no good. Rebound, Mason City. Good defense that time by Shipman. Leaves it for Scogan. Down the lane against Daniel. And Simon, I think, commits the foul. We'll see.
We'll see if they call this on the floor. Looks like they're going to say before the shot, so Mason City will inbound the ball, Mark.
They better hurry here. 40 seconds remaining. The game clock continues to run because of the running clock and the mercy rule going on tonight. Happened during the girls' game in the second half, and it's happening here. 30 seconds remaining, and now they inbound the ball. Carter Thomas will throw it in. Gets to Richardson. Guarded by Bialjak. Hands it off to Thomas. Back to Richardson for three. It's up and no good. Offensive rebound, Carter Thomas to Malachi Johnson. His shot up and good. The basket will count, and a foul on Dowling with 13 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that was a nice drive that time by Malachi Johnson, absorbing the contact and then going high off the glass.
So one free throw coming for Malachi Johnson, 5'11" freshman. And the free throw good. He has 3 points tonight.
10 seconds here.
And now a whistle and a foul as Dowling crossed the timeline with Mikey Chase in there playing point guard. And Malachi Johnson commits the foul. That's his first.
Yeah, that's going to put Dowling on the line, Mark, as that's the 17th foul for Mason City. So.
Yep, 17 fouls in Mason City, 5 on Dowling. And free throws coming for Mikey Chase. First one up and good. Chase with his first point. Mikey, a 6'2" junior. It's a nice game on Iowa Catholic Radio, brought to you in part by our good friends at Dental Associates, Kemen, Construction Professionals, and Athworth Vision. 6 seconds remaining. Mason City with the ball. Richardson dribbling down court on the baseline. They're going to call the foul, and we're going to have, that'll be the 16th foul.
Well, I think they're going to call that as the quarter, Mark. So
foul is on Dowling, and that'll be the 16th foul, and it'll be on Bialjak, and that ends the third quarter with the score. Dowling 69, Mason City 30. We'll take a 1-minute break and return for the fourth quarter here at the Dowling Gym on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio's broadcast of Dowling Catholic sports and activities is provided by Kemen, a global ingredient manufacturer using science to transform the quality of life for 80% of the world. Kemen is on the leading edge of molecular science, manufacturing more than 500 specialty ingredients for the human and animal health and nutrition, pet food, aquaculture, nutraceutical, food technologies, crop technologies, and textile industries. Kemen strives to sustainably transform the quality of life every day for 80% of the world with their products and services. Kemen, using science to transform the world. Online at kemen.com.
Thank you to Mercy One for their support of Iowa Catholic Radio. From the cardiovascular experts at the Iowa Heart Center to the pediatric services of Mercy Children's Hospital and Clinics, Mercy provides complete care for Central Iowa's adults and children with more than 50 primary care and specialty clinics in the Des Moines area. Find a convenient Mercy One location near you. Online at mercydesmoines.org. The home and away voice of Dowling Catholic sports and activities, Iowa Catholic Radio. KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
Welcome back to the Dowling Gym. Underway in the fourth quarter. A corner three by Dowling. Simon Daniel, no good. Fighting for the rebound for the Maroons was Will Yergay. And it's stripped out of his hands. Mason City with the ball. 69-30 Dowling. Now, three-pointer left wing. It's no good by Mason City's Austin Richardson. Offensive rebound, Mason City. With it is Scogan, dribbling against Simon Daniel. And he leaves it for Richardson. Back in the corner goes to Carter Thomas. Richardson with it, top of the key. They swing it to the right side. With it is Cale Hobart, 5'11" freshman. A lot of freshmen on this roster for Mason City. They dress forward, and I think all have played. They work underneath, and a shot up, and good by Jeff Scogan.
Yeah, nice play that time by Scogan. Well defended, but good shot inside the paint.
12 points for Scogan, 69-32 Dowling. Corner three by Simon Daniel, good. He's got a nice shot also, Simon does. That's his second three of the night. And it's his 7th point. It's a Toomey and Sons three-pointer from the corner left. 72-32 Dowling. Wholesale substitution coming in the next dead ball. Running clock. And a whistle and a foul on Dowling on Mason City's offensive possession. That'll be on Adam Bialzak, his second. As Dylan Schmidt checks in, number 14, as does number 44, Jack Gredecky. Gredecky, a 6'9 junior, and Schmidt, a 5'11 junior. As Dowling dressing 5 seniors, 9 juniors, and a freshman. And free throws coming. It's no good by Richardson, who has 6 points tonight from Mason City. Rebound Dowling.
This has been one of Dowling's best three-point shooting efforts that I've seen this year, Mark.
Mikey Chase with it, gets it over in the corner for three. It's good. Dylan Schmidt for three, and that's his first of the year.
Right on cue.
Mason City the other way, and a shot up and no good by Corey Minor, and a foul called on Dowling. As the action picks up, Gredecky picks up his first foul. Team foul number 8 on Dowling. Mason City with 7. Game clock stopped at 6:08 remaining, fourth quarter. And the first of 2 free throws, no good by Minor. As Jeff Cornick will check out, as will Austin Richardson from Mason City. Checking in will be Isaiah Washington and Brandon Shipman. Second free throw good by Minor. He's got 6 points tonight. 75-33 Dowling. Maroons in the front court. Sam Hughes gets it over in the corner to Gredecky. To Mikey Chase. Now Gredecky. Over in the corner again to Schmidt for three. It's no good. And Will Yergay had the ball, lost it out of bounds on the offensive rebound. Back over to Mason City.
I thought Schmidt was going to hit a second one there. That looked good. Dowling bench was on their feet, but just rattled out.
A lot of the Dowling starters on the bench. I don't think there's one out there now or even in the rotation. So they're rooting for these guys that they get a practice against them in practice. And now a nice little scoop shot in the lane. Good by Corey Minor on the left side. Dowling the other way. They get it down court. Here's Sam Hughes. A shot up and good. Sammy Hughes.
Yeah, nice job by Hughes to collect that ball and then put the ball on the floor and get to that middle of the paint. Nice little jump shot.
77-35. Hughes with 5 points for the Maroons off the bench tonight. Sam, a 6'1 junior. Mason City with the ball. This is Isaiah Washington in the corner for three by Cale Hobart. No good. Rebound Dowling. Mikey Chase with the rebound. Down court to Hughes. Sam with it. Can't get a shot off. Maroons will run their offense with 4:45 remaining in the contest. 77-35 Dowling. Maroons are going to sweep the doubleheader tonight. Corner three up and good. That is Mikey Chase for three. And that's his first three of the season. A lot of firsts tonight. Chase with 5 points in the fourth quarter.
Wow, good unselfish play by Dowling. Driving and kicking it out to the wide open guy. And Mikey Chase able to finish.
Minor in the lane. His shot no good. Mason City gets the rebound. Now a long three coming. No good by Washington. Dowling with the rebound. They're in the front court. Here's Dylan Schmidt. Dribbles in the lane with the left hand up and good. He went right around Isaiah Washington, did Schmidt. That's his fifth point here in the quarter. 82-35 Dowling, 4 minutes remaining. And now Mason City gets someone loose under the basket. Brandon Shipman shoots and scores.
Yeah, good find that time by Carter Thomas.
Shipman with his first basket for the 6'3 sophomore. 82-37 Dowling. Minor will be back here on Friday night. Dowling hosting Urbandale in a girl-boy doubleheader. Another ball tipped in the backcourt. And run down and tracked down by Mason City. So turnover against the Maroons. And now reverse layup up and no good by Minor. Rebound Dowling.
Wow, that was a great effort by Minor.
Gredecky with the rebound, Dowling with the ball. Here's Dylan Schmidt with it. It's to Mikey Chase in the lane. Tries to dump it inside to Yergay. Ball poked away. Tracked down by Schmidt. Now in the corner for three. It's no good by Mikey Chase. But the rebound and put back up and good by Gredecky.
Well, everything going Dowling's way, Mark. Balls are bouncing the right way.
84-37 Maroons with 3 minutes to play. Now Mason City with the ball. A three-pointer by Brandon Shipman is no good. Rebound Dowling. Maroons in the front court. Here's Hughes with it. Underneath to Gredecky. His turnaround shot good. Right block. Big guy, Gregory at 6'9".
Jump hook, back-to-back baskets. So
that's 4 points for Gregory, and we've got a timeout on the floor. This will be a full timeout. We'll take one ourselves. 2:43 remaining here in the fourth quarter, and it's Dowling all over Mason City. 86-37 here in this boys contest. Earlier tonight, the Dowling girls a winner, 79-38 over Mason City. Back in 1 minute here in the fourth quarter on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Dowling Catholic Sports is provided by Two Rivers Glass and Door, creating commercial glass and aluminum storefronts. Also serving your home needs by creating custom frameless shower doors, mirrors, glass tabletops, and specialty glass. Two Rivers Glass and Door. Design, fabrication, and installation. 515-222-4860. Online at tworiversglass.com. Two Rivers Glass and Door. Serving imaginations since 1992.
Thank you to Me & Sons for your support of Dowling Catholic High School basketball. To Me & Sons is an Italian family restaurant with old country authentic Italian food. Enjoy the local atmosphere where you may even spot a priest, politician, or even Willie Farrell. Take advantage of To Me & Sons bocce ball court with the kids while enjoying Tomia's homemade bread, pasta, and real Italian homemade desserts. To Me & Sons is located on Southeast 1st Street, just south of downtown Des Moines and around the corner from Graziano Brothers. 515-282-7976, ToMeAndSons.net.
And we're back here at the Dowling Gym here in the fourth quarter. 2.5 minutes remaining. Mason City with the basketball. And a whistle and a foul on Dowling. And they're going to call a foul on Will Yerge in there for the Maroons. And free throws coming for Mason City and Brandon Shipman. That'll be the 19th foul on Dowling. Shipman with 2 points tonight. First free throw is good in the front of a 1-and-1. I want to thank To Me & Sons for supporting our three-point baskets all season long. Located at 1501 Southeast 1st Street, just south of Principal Park, as the second free throw is no good by Shipman. Order takeout online at 515-282-7976. And Yerge gets underneath and shoots and scores. It's Dowling pushing the ball down court, Mike.
Yerge running the floor. He was wide open. There wasn't anybody there.
Uncontested layup, 88-38, Dowling by 50. Maroons with their largest lead with the running clock here in the fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Bay City with the basketball. Neal Gogerty with it, and he gets underneath to Cale Hobart, who shoots and scores. Hobart, the 5'11 freshman, with the basket.
Good things happen, Mark, when you cut to the basket. That's exactly what Hobart did, and got a layup out of it.
Yeah, and his teammate got him the ball, Gogerty, the senior. Dowling with the ball. This is Real Yerge in the corner for three. It's up and good. Another three-pointer, this time from the right wing by Dylan Smith. That's his 8th point off the bench.
Dowling's shooting percentage for the year on threes is going to go up considerably, Mark, after this game.
That's correct. Bay City with the ball, 91-40 Dowling with a minute 20 remaining. Three-pointer left wing, no good, right in front of Coach Trask of Mason City by Isaiah Washington. Rebound Dowling, and the ball poked out of bounds. Pressure in the backcourt by Mason City, and it's poked out of bounds. The substitutions now for Mason City. David Williamson in the lineup. Also in there, Malachi Johnson returns to the lineup. He replaces Isaiah Washington. Under a minute to play, 91-40 Dowling.
It's good to see both teams still competing, Mark. Mason City is out there playing hard. Something you'll really like to see.
Now underneath, we got a charging foul called as Will Yerge takes us down court. Nice job by Malachi Johnson. Came over to help defense, drew the charge.
Yeah, good position that time. And again, that's what we're talking about. Kids playing hard, doing the right things. Paid off.
91-40, 30 seconds remaining. Mason City with the ball in the front court. David Williamson with it. Swings it to the right side to Neal Gogerty. Now Malachi Johnson. Down the lane he goes, and we're going to call a foul on Dowling, as I think Gregory thought he had a jump ball, and Jack will pick up his second foul. And Malachi Johnson with 2 free throws here for Mason City with 16 seconds remaining. Malachi with 3 points tonight. And the first free throw is good. Our next broadcast will be this Friday, as we mentioned. Dowling hosting Urbandale here at the Dowling Gym. We'll go on the air at 6 o'clock with the pregame. Girls game followed by the boys. And the second free throw by Malachi Johnson is good. Rolls around and falls through for his 5th point of the night. And that'll do it. 10 seconds remaining. I think Mikey Chase will dribble across the timeline. Guarded by Gogerty. And Dowling now with the win tonight. 91-42 the final. The Dowling boys now have won 5 in a row over Mason City. They're now lead the series 14-2 all the way back to the 2006-07 season. So congratulations to Mike O'Connor, the Dowling boys. They've now won 2 in a row. The win last Saturday over Dubuque Hempstead, 51-42 in Cedar Rapids. And tonight, a 91-42 winner over Mason City, Mike Swain.
Well, I thought all areas worked for the Dowling Maroons. Defensively, they got after it early on in that first quarter. They got hands in passing lanes, a lot of deflections, some steals. Michael Keogh started the game with the steal. And then offensively, I thought there was a much more concerted effort to get the ball inside with the big height advantage. Their secondary break and pushing the ball in transition. We talked about creating easy baskets. They did that in that first half. They got out to a big lead. And then what they did is the other thing we talked about, Mark. They just kept the foot on the pedal and didn't let up. And this was just a great team effort by the Maroons tonight.
And, Mike, it didn't make any difference which group was in there, whether it be the first unit, second unit. They all pushed the ball, and you mentioned the shooting percentages. They got good shots because they worked for good shots.
That's exactly right. I only thought there was 1 or 2 forced shots on the night, Mark, and that's something you like to see. And that's a great point. It was multiple groups of guys executing the game plan that Coach O'Connor wants to see. So, Dowling's got to feel pretty good here. You got 2 wins in a row. You come in Friday night, senior night. The gym's going to be packed. There's going to be a lot of emotion with the seniors, and they've got a great chance to rattle off maybe a possible 3rd in a row.
That is correct. All right, we'll take a break and go to our postgame show here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Dowling with the win tonight, 91-42 over Mesa City. Mesa City falls to 5-10 on the season, and the Mohawks now have lost 3 of their last 4 contests. The Dowling improves to 10-6 overall. They remain 4-4 in Central Conference play. And the Maroons now, after having their 5-game losing streak snapped with the win in Cedar Rapids on Saturday, they now won 2 in a row with the win tonight. Final score again, 91-42. Dowling boys defeat Mesa City. And in game 1 of our doubleheader, the Dowling girls defeated Mesa City 79-38. Along with Mike Swain, Mark Amadeo back with the postgame show after these messages for our studio producer, Jeff Piggott. Back with more from the Dowling Gym after these messages here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Hello, my friends. Father Wade Menezes here of EWTN's Open Line Tuesday, where topics of faith, family, and fellowship are discussed each week, along with my giving general pastoral advice and catechesis. I'm asking you to faithfully support your local Catholic radio station, help give the Catholic faith to others by promoting solid Catholic programming in your local area. I strongly encourage you to become a faithful steward to your local Catholic radio station.
You can give securely online at iowacatholicradio.com, the Iowa Catholic Radio app, or call 515-223-1150.
Do you have a story? Well, God wants to hear it. Maybe you can't donate money or volunteer your time, but that doesn't mean that you can't evangelize for the Lord. Iowa Catholic Radio is on a mission of evangelization, and you can help by sharing your testimony with us. Just call 515-223-1150 and tell us how Iowa Catholic Radio has impacted your life. Or you can also email your testimony to contact@kwky.com.
And welcome back to the Dowling Gym here on the postgame show as Dowling defeats Mesa City in a doubleheader sweep here at the Dowling Gym. And the boys' game was Dowling 91, Mesa City 42. In the girls' contest, the Dowling girls defeat Mesa City 79-38. Alongside Mike Swain, Mark Amadeo, 13 Maroons scoring tonight as Dowling placed 3 in double figures, led by Drew Daniel with 19 points. Omaha Ballou with 13 points, and Matt Riedel with 11. All 3 of those young men started, along with Michael Keogh and Ryan Riggs. Riggs finished with 6 points, but all 3 of those young men started. And Maroons playing very well. We talked about picking up the energy with Matt Stillwell out tonight, held out because of an ankle injury suffered against Dubuque Hempstead on Saturday. Matt did not play. He was the fifth coach on the bench for Coach O'Connor, dressed in street clothes. Hopefully he'll be ready for Urbandale on Friday. But we mentioned Matt's energy that he brings. Couldn't play tonight, and I thought Drew Daniel and Riedel brought that energy, and then Riggs, you can tell he's much stronger, having the effects of the flu last week. He played a very good floor game, and it was a good balance by the Maroons tonight, but that energy, every possession seemed to be there, Mike.
It really was. I thought Drew Daniel really showed us something. Not only, we know he can hit the three, and he did. He hit the three early and often, but then I was really impressed with him driving to the basket and taking it and scoring, and that's what he's got to do. I think he's got to take that next step to being a complete player and being able to put the ball on the floor and attack like that. And I thought Omaha did a nice job recognizing when to take the three and then when to put the ball on the floor and attack. And then you mentioned Riedel. He did it on both ends, defensively and offensively, getting to the basket, scoring, and really good ball movement tonight. Just did a nice job just moving it and creating good shots for them. So it was fun to watch.
All right, let's run down the scoring before we take our break, come back with a couple interviews. So this is the coaching staff elected these guys, Mikey Chase and Bialczak. Oh, the golfer, again. All right, we got the golfer. Oh, here we go, Mike. We'll have fun with that. Let's take a look for Mason City. They were led by Jeff Scoggins, 12 points. Corey Minor with 8 points tonight. 6 points for Austin Richardson for the Mohawks. 5 points for Malachi Johnson, the freshman off the bench. 3 points for Brandon Shipman. 2 points each for Carter Thomas and Jeff Cornick. And 2 points for David Williamson. The Mohawks 10 of 15 from the free throw line tonight. For Dowling Catholic, the Maroons went 12 of 21 from the line, and they were led by Drew Daniel with 19 points. He was followed by Omaha Blue with 13 points. 11 points for Matt Riedel, as 13 Maroons scored. So here we go. 8 points for Dylan Smith, 7 points for Simon Daniel, 6 points for Ryan Riggs, 5 points for Sam Hughes, 4 points for Michael Keel, 4 points for Will Yurge, who we'll talk to in a moment. Jack Gredicke with 4 points, 2 points for Adam Bialczak, 5 points for Mikey Chase, who we'll talk to in a minute. And that'll wrap it up. Did I get all 13? Were you counting? 13.
I was counting. That's 13.
13. I'm 13 for 13. And again, Dowling 12 of 21 from the free throw line. The Maroons outscore Mason City 21-12 in the fourth quarter to win it, 91-42 in the boys contest. Back with interviews when we return. Mark Amadale, Mike Swain, here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Dowling Catholic Sports 365 is provided in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic with 2 licensed optometrists, Barbara Sheets, a Dowling Catholic graduate, and Dr. Todd Pedig. The Ashworth Vision Clinic team provides complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and pre- and post-operative care. Ashworth Vision Clinic is located at Ashworth and 60th Street in West Des Moines, 515-440-4610, online at ashworthvision.com.
The Catholic Tuition Organization provides the best tax savings over any other charitable giving in the state. 65% of your contribution directly reduces your Iowa income tax liability. Plus, there are still federal deductibility options to further save on taxes. Find details online, ctoiowa.org. All this for the kids and their future.
And welcome back to the postgame show here on Iowa Catholic Radio alongside Mike Swain, Mark Amadale. Final score tonight in the boys contest, Dowling defeats Mason City 91-42. Dowling boys now 10-6 on the season. Mason City falls to 5-10 on the season. Earlier tonight, the Dowling girls a winner, 79-38 over Mason City. And now joined by Will Yurge and Mikey Chase. Mikey, you got the mic first, so let's have at it. Talk about this win. You got a lot of playing time tonight. I got a box score for him. 1 of 13 that played. We got 2 of the 13 that played who scored here. And Mikey tonight, 5 points. To me and Sons 3-pointer and 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Congratulations, young man.
Thank you. Before the game with Matt Stillwell, he got injured last Saturday, and we all knew we had to pick up our step a little bit, and we all had to contribute our part. And we got off hot. At the start and stayed hot, so it's always good.
I got to ask you this question before Coach Swain gets it. Is Coach Nejas, the dunk coach here at Dowling. I want to know how that works out.
Yeah, Nejas is the dunk coach.
Because Lynch missed one, Omaha missed 3, and I thought – I just want to know who the dunk coach was before Swayman.
That's all Nejas.
Okay, that answers the question.
I had guessed O'Hare, but I was wrong, right?
Oh, I would never guess O'Hare on that.
Right.
I know better than that.
Hey, Mikey, I thought you guys, when you came in, looked so efficient. You guys looked so comfortable offensively, just running your sets, creating shots. I thought you guys played really unselfish. How were you guys so comfortable just coming in and playing and looking that cohesive offensively?
Well, every week at practice, we always practice valuing the ball and how important it is to hold on to it and get as much as we can with it and attack the glass. We're always practicing rebounding and stuff, and I thought we clicked pretty well tonight.
All right, well, let's pass the microphone over there, Mikey Chase, a junior passing it to a senior, and that's Will Yergay. Will, tonight scored 4 points.
Yeah.
I like that baseline move that you had
a
there.
little bit. They wanted me to shoot it, but I decided to take it baseline,
Took the extra steps and just hope for the best it wouldn't get blocked.
That's right.
I know we're talking basketball, but have you gotten your golf swing down for this spring?
Okay. Oh, yeah, for sure.
All right,
Working on it indoors a lot.
Because this guy here and some of his friends who like to text us during the middle of games, these guys will take your money. So you're going to be on my team.
I was hoping for a free tip. I mean, maybe Will can just sort of give me just a little on my putting stroke. I mean, Will, you can help me out with that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
These guys are golf hounds, Will. So don't. They're going to get you out in the course, and God forbid, and you're going to warp this kid's mind. Number one, number two, he's not going to learn anything. Well, you've been up here before. You know the routine.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your game tonight. Preparation. It's been a tough go there the last week or two with 5 losses, but a big win in Cedar Rapids against 9th-ranked Hempstead. That has had to be a big lift and a great bus ride home Saturday afternoon.
Exactly. It was a fun bus ride too in there. It's all about keeping our head up pretty much.
Sure.
You can really get swayed from working hard and everything in practice when you're losing, but the fact that we kept working and everything it's huge for this team, especially down the stretch going into the postseason.
And I think the effort in practice, I know Coach Nejas speaks highly of you guys, and when I talk, so how'd you have every practice is a good practice.
Oh, yeah.
But sometimes in this conference, it's the margin of victory is this close. And you saw that with the close losses to Ames, and that one kind of sticks there. And then the Johnston game, you had them the first time and lost second, but that's how close this conference is. And tonight you didn't let that stand your way because no matter what unit was in there, you were playing hard, and I know you all wanted to do it for Matt because he sat out.
Exactly. We just try to work hard for Matt in practice, He got hurt last week, and we all knew we need to step up our game this week because, he's the guy who's handling the ball most times. He's our leading scorer, so it's all about stepping up and filling in Matt's absence.
Will, you got a nice run out tonight with the layup underneath on the fast break. I'm curious to know your thoughts on Saturday's game with the shot clock. Give me, how did the game feel as far as the flow? Before the game, did Coach O'Connor and the staff talk about being more concentrated on sets? How did you think from just watching it, your opinion on the shot clock?
Well, I think it's all about still running our sets and looking for our shots. I can't even remember really any shot clock violations we had. We just ran our offense, and that's what's huge. That's what's great about our offense. We get good shots, and it doesn't take super long. And then it prohibits other teams from holding the ball, so it really helps us, in the long run.
It's a great point.
I like the shot clock.
Good.
All right, there you go. Will Yergay likes the shot clock, not in golf. He only has so many seconds to swing that.
I play pretty fast, I think.
Good for you. We don't want any of that. These guys are awful slow.
No. Just Joe Morrow. Everybody else plays quick.
These guys sometimes have extra beverages with them, and that makes them slower. So we'll move from there. 91-42, Dowling over Mesa City, and Will, you've been on here before. You know the routine. Shout out time. Who's listening? Who might be listening? The gym's basically empty except for the.
I got my brother right there. He's new to the team. He's helping out managing right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What year is he?
He's a sophomore. He's a golfer.
Okay. Oh, another year.
He's pretty good.
Another year golfing.
He's pretty good. Yeah.
Oh, I know what I was going to ask you. Senior night this Friday, between games. You're one of we got 5 seniors on the team.
Yeah.
Are you ready for that night?
I'm ready. I'm excited.
Okay. Have you earned a spot to start?
Oh, yeah.
Because you know how this works. You can only start so many. You only start 5. And
that's right.
There's 5 seniors. We'll see if I see a junior out there, somebody messed up. So, but talk about that. It's been your 4th year here. Obviously, you're at Dowling. Senior night, and your family's going to be here, and the place will be packed, I'm sure, playing Urbandale.
It just means a lot to be able to go out there and start a game, and it really, like, working hard in practices, it really feels good that it pays off, you know what I'm saying?
So I got to ask you about coaches, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Ron Gray, Michael Connor.
Right.
Is you know, night and day. It's got to be OC, right? He's one of the top coaches around, good guy to be around.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Mr. Gray, who taught me his first year here at Dowling way back in the 70s. I don't know. I'm working on him. So I know he's your golf coach. You got to be careful.
He's definitely strict, yeah.
Yeah, but they're both pretty good guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're both awesome.
All right.
I love them both.
All right, so you've got shout out to your brother?
Oh, yeah, my parents, grandparents, all that stuff.
All right. Mikey Chase, shout out time. You're new to this stuff. Your guy's a pro. He's been doing this for years. You got a shout out to anybody who might be listening?
Mom, Dad, I don't know if you're listening.
What's their names?
John and Laura Lee Chase.
There you go.
Hey, thank you for giving me this opportunity to go to Dowling, and little Jurge over there.
No, you guys take care of them in practice, right? You don't, you better. Yeah, no, none of that. None of that so-called hazing stuff. We don't want any of that going on. Well, guys, thanks for coming up here, especially on a school night. I was expecting a post-game show on a school night, but get back the books. You're gay. You got to graduate here, you know. You got to graduate here in a few months. Mikey Chase, best of luck. Thanks for coming up, guys.
Thank you.
Great job tonight, guys.
Will Yurgay, Mikey Chase join us here on the post-game show. And Mike Swaim, that'll wrap things up from the Dowling Gym. Want to thank everything that you do, and we'll talk to you on senior night on Friday. Looking forward to that. The weather looks okay, so we should have a game, and Urbandale's not that far away, so hopefully we can get it in.
Yep, big night on Friday. Let's try and go for 3 in a row.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mike.
Mark.
Mike Swaim, my broadcast partner. That'll wrap things up from the Dowling Gym tonight. Our thanks to everyone involved with our broadcast, including our sponsors, including To Me and Sons. We appreciate all their support. 1501 Southeast 1st Street. They sponsor our three-point basket, tomeandsons.net. And you can also call them for takeout, 515-282-7976. Our thanks to Mario, Joe Jr., and Louie for their support all season long. Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Dental Associates, and Kemen. Our thanks also to Mercy One, Two Rivers Glass and Door, the Catholic Tuition Organization, and R&R Realty Group. And that'll bring to a close our broadcast tonight. And we want to remind you we'll be on the air this coming Saturday, or this coming Friday night, as it'll be senior night, is what I was trying to say, as Dowling taking on Urbandale here at the Dowling Gym. They'll have senior recognition between the girls and the boys basketball games.
Our coverage of Dowling Catholic High School basketball is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Construction Professionals, Dental Associates, Kemen, R&R Realty Group, Mercy One, Two Rivers Glass and Door, and To Me and Sons. Please support the businesses that underwrite Iowa Catholic Radio on 1150 AM, 88.5 FM, 94.5 FM, streaming at iowacatholicradio.com and on the Iowa Catholic Radio app. The proceeding has been a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio.